All right, check 1 2, check 1 2. Oh, you are muted. Hold up. I had this problem. I had this problem last time. Just a sec. There we go. It
Hello.
here's the thing. Whenever I do like my scene changes, depending on the scene, I have the desktop audio muted, and because Discord is on the desktop audio, it was muted.
Ah, I usually
Yeah.
split my audio, but I also have the same problem.
Yeah, this happened with my last guess, and I just caught it early this time. Last time we went like 20 something minutes, and it's like, oh crap.
That's terrifying.
It
That's
happens. It
terrifying.
happens. Anyway, hey everyone, welcome to another Japan Talks session. This time we have another guest with us. Um, Actually, no. What's my intro for? I don't have an intro for this. I don't. But I guess let's start here first. My name's Ruka. If you don't know me, I run this channel, whatever the heck this thing is. I just kind of just do random stuff here, to be honest, and mostly do Japan related stuff as well as gaming. At least I do more Japan related stuff these days. And one of them is actually talking with people I know about their experiences in Japan, first trips, if you live there, kind of thing. And today we have, please introduce yourself for everyone.
Hi, my name's Hiro, Isekai Hero from Another World, and I just went on my first ever trip to Japan, just a couple weeks ago. I just got better from COVID, which is why this probably took a lot longer than necessary, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it happens sometimes. I got sick on my last trip, but I got sick during the trip. With
That sounds terrible.
it was like 1 week. I don't think it was COVID, but it was
It was just like a cold.
a really bad one.
Ugh,
A really bad one. I had to stay inside the hotel for 1 day for that. Yeah,
that's sad.
yeah. But at least you got sick afterwards. I'm not sure if that's any consolation, but it's a bit.
I think it is. I think it's a good thing that I got sick after when I was like on home soil, because it's just like if I got sick and I had to take a flight while I was sick, I think that would have been worse. If I did it on the vacation, it would have been bad. But like I got home, I was already tired and exhausted. I was gonna be miserable anyway because I just left. So I
Yeah,
think it's the best time to do it.
getting sick afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as you can see, we are meeting in the laundromat. Basically catching Hero while he was doing his laundry, I guess.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was
What
the worst day.
what was terrible about it?
So it was the middle of our trip. It was on a Monday, so we're just like, oh, okay, it's a Monday, it's a Monday night, and we're not doing much tomorrow. We're just like meeting a friend tomorrow,
Hmm.
so we're gonna do our laundry tonight. It was around like 8 o'clock or something like that. It was pretty early at that time. Turns out people left their laundry in the thing overnight and just let it run, and they never came to get their
Ah,
laundry.
I see.
So that was terrible. And then after I went to the front desk, got a laundry basket to take out the laundry, that was finished by that point. I put my laundry in. The 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 washing machine, the second one that's like right in front of me,
Yeah, yeah.
it didn't work. So I put it in there and it left my clothes soaking wet.
Uh,
So it washed my clothes, but it didn't drain or like dry properly, like spin dry properly. So I had to wait another like 15, 20 minutes by putting it into another washing machine that just happened to be open. And then I had to put it in the dryer. But the thing about dryers and washing machines in Japan is that they're very low energy. They're very energy efficient, and in doing so makes it into a very long, arduous process. So I didn't have a lot of laundry, but I wore like it in Japan. It was pretty chilly and like raining during my trip, so I had to wear
oh,
like a lot
okay.
of hoodies and like heavy clothes. So the heavy clothes just added time to it, and the dryers took around 4 to 5 hours.
Okay. I don't think I've ever had the experience with a laundry where it takes that long. Granted, you do have the stacking dryer there. Um,
Yeah.
I'm
Also, I had to wait for other people's laundries to finish first too.
yeah. I mean, ex- What time was this again?
We started at 8 and we got done at 4 a.m.
8 p.m. and 4 a.m. That's really long. I don't, like I said, I don't think I've ever had this issue, and I'm not sure if this was an option for you particularly, but if you had the chance, there are local laundromats that it might be a walk for you, that do have higher powered dryers at the very least. I've used these before, and they don't. I guess it was maybe your clothes or something, but it doesn't usually take
Yeah,
more
my
than an
clothes were
hour.
pretty heavy and like hefty because I was wearing like thick jeans and I was wearing like hoodies and a bunch of like heavy clothes. And it said like, oh, if you have a load that's bigger than like 4 to 5 kilograms or something like that,
Yeah.
it would take a little bit longer. But it also said it would take like an hour and a half. These things were not efficient. Well, in terms of drying, energy efficient, just not drying efficient.
Yeah. I mean, laundry in Japan isn't generally terrible. It's just whatever you have on hand. Was this like a hostel or something? I'm not sure if.
No, it was a very nice hotel, but
Oh, hotel.
again, the laundry, the washing machine and dryer combo that I used, the one that's like right in front of me over here,
Yeah.
like the second one from the left, they were broken,
Right.
so
You
they
said it
took
was
extra
broken.
time.
It was broken. They were free, but they were broken. That's the
Yeah,
worst combination.
yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if you had the chance at the time. Probably
I didn't
didn't.
even think about it
Didn't think
because
about it.
it
True.
was free laundry, you know? It was just like I'm not gonna turn down free. Just like, oh
True.
yeah, we
True.
just go down to the basement, we put our laundry in, and then just like we'll be done in like 2 3 hours maybe. Nope.
True. uh just a tip for next time: if you run into this issue again, see if there's any laundromat in the area. They're
Yeah, we didn't have like
usually
coins or anything, I think at that point. I think we
ah
did have some money, but we're just like we're not it'll be fine. We severely underestimated and overestimated a lot of things.
yeah, okay. I mean, that's just how your first trips usually go. At least it was
Yeah, you know.
overall it was pretty good, I hope. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nice hotel, but like laundry sucked. It was the worst part of the trip and the only bad part of the trip.
Okay. All right, let's back up a little bit. I realize we jumped into the laundry story, but it's a good place to start as any. What made you want to decide to go to Japan around this time?
It was actually a birthday gift from one of my friends who's actually in your chat right now, who's
Ah,
pretending he doesn't know anything.
okay.
Yeah. Mr. Hippo, he a while back we were just like joking around and just like, hey, if I just like took you out, gave you like a trip to Japan, would you go? I'm just like, yeah, I'd go. And then he's just like, okay. And then we did talk about it for a while. Then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, we're going to Japan and like for your birthday. I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay. Randomly
Yeah.
kidnapping and go to Japan at this
Yep,
specific time.
essentially.
Okay. Ah, okay. Well, that's a nice birthday gift.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was a very wonderful experience that I will never forget.
I hope you get a chance to go again then. Hopefully a little bit more less laundry problems at least.
Yeah, yeah, that's the only thing.
Where'd you go? Where'd you stay?
We stayed in a hotel in Shinjuku. I'm not sure if I should say the name, but actually no, it's fine. We're not there anymore. It was called
It's
like
up to you.
100 Stay. Yeah, it was called a 100 Stay hotel. Shinjuku. It was a both an apartment complex and a hotel.
Mm.
It kind of did both.
Ah,
So
okay. That kind of.
like that's the kind of thing that drew us to it. And it was pretty cheap. It was like the cheapest thing in like the cheapest hotel that we saw actually. So it was actually pretty nice, and it was next to two train stations, Okubo and Shinokubo Station. And Shinokubo and Okubo Station went everywhere. It went all the way down to Tokyo. It went to Akihabara. It went to every line you could think of. It was just right next to us, and we can go anywhere across like basically Tokyo with for like we get on the train for like 10 minutes and then we're just there. Like it was that convenient.
Well, you were in Shinjuku, so that's kind of central to a lot of places that you
Yeah.
would want to go to in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So, did you go outside Tokyo, or just mainly stay in Tokyo itself?
we sadly did not have the time to go to anywhere else.
It's I mean, less than 2 weeks is not a whole lot of time in general.
Yeah, you had to go there for like a month or something and dedicate like entire swaths of your trip to go like to other things like Osaka and like Kyoto.
I wouldn't say a month is necessary. You can get a lot of stuff done in 2 to 3 weeks, but I guess that's like if once you get to 3 weeks, that's almost close to a month. Um,
Yeah, at that point.
I guess it also depends on what pace of travel you like doing, but yeah, you can still get a lot done in a couple of weeks if you had that time. So yeah, but yeah, I'm trying to think. Sorry. Yeah, just walk me through what your
Oop, sorry.
what your first impressions were when you first got there.
We landed pretty late in the evening,
Mm,
around like 5 p.m. Airport already was a lot different than what I'm used to from where I am. My
yeah.
airport is a fucking mess. It is a disaster to go through my airport. It is not fun to go through TSA and everything like that.
Oh yeah.
But the lines were big, but they were very efficient and they just got us through really quickly. We did we didn't stand there for like more than like 10 minutes maybe. Um but it was already late in the day and we were tired and stuff like that, and I couldn't feel my leg because I was on sitting in an airplane for God knows how long at that point. Uh we got we took an express train from Narita to Shinjuku,
Okay.
and then we had to take an Uber to our hotel because we had no idea because we couldn't get a what's it called, a Suica card,
Oh yeah.
because they only took cash payments and we didn't have any yen obviously because we just landed, so we didn't get a Suica card,
Mm.
so we took an Uber, and Ubers there already completely different. You know how it's just like a random if you do it here in America, you get a random Joe Schmo into like a Honda Civic or something like
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
And there, it was crazy. It was like a whole like the dude looked like a chauffeur. Like he was wearing a suit. He was wearing gloves. He was in like and every single time we got an Uber, it was the same kind of car. It was like a black sort of like boxy car, and with a lot of like bells and whistles and stuff like that, like heated seats and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But they took the job super seriously. Like it was
Yeah.
not like it wasn't like a side hustle. This is what this man's job was.
Yeah, so here's the thing about the Ubers in Japan. The Ubers you're used to in most places in the world, especially in the US and Canada, they don't exist. They have Uber Black in Japan.
It's just Uber Black.
It's just Uber Black, which is basically attached to, I think, the I want to say the taxi company. So if you got a Uber or you got a taxi, it would have been the same thing, to be honest.
Yeah, we took a taxi later on in the week. So, but yeah, it was roughly the same. Like the taxi drivers there were like in suits and like gloves and stuff.
And they're all really old guys.
Yeah, they were middle aged.
Middle age, I guess middle age to 50 or 60 is what I've noticed. From the one time I took a taxi, I try to avoid them at all costs just because a lot pricier than the trains, for sure.
Yeah, they're obvious. Yeah, they're huge investments. But like at that point, we were just like we need to get there, and we were carrying a bunch of stuff,
Fair.
and we don't have a Pasmo card, so we had to go through the very confusing ticketed machines. So we're just like Uber time, or just drop us off at the door.
Fair. I mean, it was your first time too, so everything's so confusing.
Yeah, everything's so confusing. We didn't know how to work anything at that point.
That's totally fair. But you got there in one piece,
We got
hopefully?
there in one piece. My legs were numb, but overall everything was perfectly fine.
Hotel, first night dinner, how was that?
First night I actually met one of my Japanese VTuber friends
Aha.
for dinner that night. They came over from where they were. They came to Tokyo to come hang out with us because we've known each other for a while, but uh we lost contact. But then recently they came back because they reincarnated, I think is the proper term,
Okay,
reincarnation,
okay.
for when a graduated VTuber returns,
Mm-hmm.
at least in Japanese culture. Uh they reincarnated, and they're just like, "Oh, I'm back," and coincidentally, it was the same time that we were going on this trip. So we met up. We got not K barbecue. What's the Japanese equivalent? It was
Which one?
yakiniku.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. We got barbecue with them, and they treated us because we didn't have yen yet because the airport terminal didn't. It had currency exchange things,
Yeah.
but the rates were really bad
Oh,
comparatively.
I
Like at 40 to like 50 cents
I
per yen.
have a tip for you on that one. In the if you try to do currency exchange in the airport, you could theoretically go through the cash exchange people, those tellers.
Yeah.
Like I said, and you probably noticed this, and this is the same regardless of which airport you go in the world. They will take a fee, even though they say there's no fee. There will be a fee based
Yeah,
on.
there's always a fee.
There's always a fee based on the exchange rate. However, in Japan, in the airports, if you can find the ATMs,
Yes, we didn't look hard enough for the ATMs at that point.
they
We'd
were
have learned later.
they're actually pretty close to the tellers, to be honest. They don't hide them. But yeah, they should be pretty easy to find in the same area where the tellers are. Sometimes
Hmm.
even next to them, to be honest. So if you have like a debit card
Yeah.
that you can use that, and the exchange rates from the ATMs will be basically whatever the internet exchange rate is, and the only
Yeah.
fees you pay, unless your card imposes other fees, is just the flat
Foreign
three,
transaction fee.
which is a flat 300 yen, which is like nothing.
Yeah, comparatively to like the five, like the yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, just for next time. And also, if you're outside the airport, there's always a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's what we did afterwards. We were tired from the trip. We were just like, let's just go to the hotel. We'll do this tomorrow. That was a mistake. But again, it was our first trip. We didn't know what we were doing,
Right,
so
right, right.
we just used our card to bank an Uber, which wasn't that expensive, but by the way,
It wasn't. It really wasn't.
it was around 3,100, 3,800 yen. I don't remember the
3,800.
exact price. Some
3,800 yen. So that's gonna be like a little
like
bit over
$25
$25 from
from
the.
Shinjuku to our hotel, which was like a couple blocks away, like not even a couple blocks away. Like it was a fair distance away from. It was like 2 train stops away, so that's a couple miles.
2 train stops away on a in a taxi. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Uh,
Yeah.
I got charged for more than that, but I guess also I was like going a little bit further. But anyway, uh,
Mm.
but yeah, you didn't have your train pass. Were you able to get like a train pass eventually?
We did not get that until 2 days into the trip.
What happened?
We just didn't know how to do it.
Oh, okay. I
Uh,
mean, that's fair.
so in Japan right now, you can't get a Suica card unless you go to very specific terminals
True.
in the airport.
True.
You used to be able to get them in every train station. Now you can't get them in the train station. We didn't know that going in.
Yeah,
We thought we were
there's
just going to be able to go to like Shinjuku Station, get a Suica card, and just call it and just be like, yeah, we're done. But
yeah.
we checked the day after, like we were supposed to do, and we couldn't. We would have to go back to the airport to do it, which we were not going to do because we bought round trip tickets from the airport to Shinjuku Terminal, and if we use that up, we would have to pay another $50 down the line to take that express train back to the airport.
Yep. You don't want to do that.
Nope.
Don't want to do that.
Yeah,
The
that was fucked.
the Narita did you wait? Was it the Narita Express?
Yeah, the NEX, the Narita
Yeah, yeah,
Express
yeah.
train.
Yeah, the Narita Express is actually a pretty decent option if you just want something relaxing and go straight
Yeah.
into the city. Tip for next time also, if you're going from Narita, you can get the bus. It takes about the same amount of time, and I think it's like 1,000 yen per person, so a lot cheaper. It takes about the same amount of time. You will end up in, where is it? Tokyo Station. So at Tokyo Station, you'll have to find where to go from there, basically.
Yeah, then the prices ramp up because you have to take the trains and stuff. So you might as well just take the train at that
Yeah,
point.
I
Because
mean, it depends. Yeah,
we got it straight to Shinjuku Terminal, which is where we had to go anyway.
yeah. So that's convenient too. That's
Yeah,
convenient too. All right, all right.
but yeah, our first day was just getting there,
Mm-hmm.
getting an Uber, and then getting dinner with my friend. And then after that was, oof,
Did you pass out
yeah,
or try to pass out?
we passed out hard after dinner. It was over.
Better yakiniku than you probably ever had, probably.
I had what's it called? I had beef tongue for the first time, and I did not expect it to just taste like just chewy beef. I thought it was gonna taste weird and gamey and gross, but it just tastes like beef.
I mean, it's basically just beef muscle. But the thing with beef tongue is it depends on how you cook it. It can be chewy, but it can also be like super tender if they prepare it correctly.
Yeah,
Um,
we let our friends cook it for us,
yeah,
and yeah, it was pretty good.
if you do it, I don't think I've ever had it in yakiniku, so that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm looking through your pictures right now. I'm seeing Gundam, I'm seeing Disney, I'm
Oh,
seeing
I
Tokyo
do have
Tower.
picture of the yakiniku.
Okay, let me put the window up so we can see your pictures. Um, and also for some reason a random hot dog truck. Oh no, this is a takoyaki truck. No, it's both.
Yeah, it was both.
This is the
I only
beef
have
tongue.
I think this is the beef tongue. Yeah.
Beef tongue. Yeah. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. Wait, why can I not
Oh, no,
adjust?
that's just squishing.
I'm trying to center it for some reason it doesn't want to.
I got it.
There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Beef.
Yeah.
Beef. How how was that? Was a pretty near where you were at, or like did you
It
go a
it
few
just
stations?
it just tasted really good. I had no complaints about any of the meat we had because
Mm,
a long time on an airplane will do stuff to your taste buds, but also just new food.
yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I mean, you can get subpar food in Japan, but it's like fairly rare, fairly hard to do in general.
Everywhere we ate was just top tier.
Did you
Even like the cheap
try?
stuff.
Yeah, did you try any of the convenience stuff?
Yes, actually, I don't have a picture of it, but the morning after, we woke up pretty early despite it, but I think it was just because it was the vacation, like, adrenaline and stuff like that. I woke up later than my friends. They woke up at, like, pretty early, but, they went out to, Famima
Yeah.
and got, Famichiki, and they got, the onigiri. For breakfast, basically, because they don't sell like egg sandwiches and stuff in Japan, which is kind of crazy.
What
I'm not used to that.
what is a Karihiro? I'm
That's
si-
me.
Oh, that's yeah. That's him. That's him. That's his name in chat. I only know of you as here. I didn't know there was another name attached to that.
There is, yeah, I have a female and a male form, and the female is a Kari Hiroe, and the other one is a Kaki Hiro.
Ah, okay. Oh yeah, I remember Akagi Hero. I haven't seen that name in forever.
That's me.
Right.
But yeah, I just go under the one moniker of Hero now, simply because it's just easier than having two separate names. It's just like, oh yeah, this is the Hero brand.
The Hero brand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
just easier that way. But yeah, we got the spicy tuna like onigiri and like famichiki for breakfast, and it was like, oh my god, that was so good.
It's good and cheap. It's like 100
It was like 120 yen, I
for yeah.
think, and then like 100 yen for the rice ball.
Yep.
And so it's basically like the equivalent of like $1.50 to us, because like that's like 80 cents and 50 cents or
Yeah.
whatever.
It's like the cheapest thing ever. It's also the best thing ever.
Yeah, super cheap, super filling, really great for breakfast and just like a quick snack just to have in the morning. not the Fami Chicky, but like the rice ball,
The
super
rice
good.
ball. What's wrong with Fami Chicky? Was it too thin? I hear that
No,
sometimes.
it was when I bit into it, it squirted all over my hand and burned me.
Ah,
So
the
that was great.
juice.
Like it was so good and juicy, but it was too juicy and it burned me.
It's been a while since I had a Fami Chicky, so I can't remember if ever did that to me. I know getting some dumplings, the soup dumplings, that will do you.
Yeah,
That will
they're
burn you.
usually we didn't have any soup dumplings, at least I didn't. But if I had them, I'm pretty sure they'd be unlike the ones that we have here, which is like a little bit of soup and everything. It would probably just be like filled to the brim with it.
Oh yeah, I remember one being filled to the brim. Too juicy, way too juicy, but it's a good
Yeah,
juicy.
yeah.
Down that with some strong zero if they still had it at the time. They probably still had it at the time, but probably not
Too high?
too high. Well, strong zero you probably don't want to drink for breakfast.
We did.
You did for breakfast?
My friend, he's in chat, Mr. Hippo. He likes alcohol like a lot, so he's just like, oh, I want to try some Japanese alcohol. So he got it for like the night of, but he's just like, you know what, I want to try some now. And so he opened a bottle, the can of Chuhai, and he tried it, and he's just, you should try this. I know you don't like alcohol, but you should try it. And it legitimately just tasted like very strong, unsweetened lemonade.
Oh yeah, it does.
And
And
it's so dangerous.
it hits you so hard. You don't feel it until like maybe a few minutes later.
Yeah, like I was a little bit like like it's just it tasted like lemonade. Like it just tasted like unsweetened lemonade. It was just like it was really good, and we're just like, oh yeah, this hits the spot. And then I'm like, oh wait, this is alcohol, and then we have stuff to do later.
Yeah, let me grab a picture of the strong zero if you guys haven't seen it. I mean, you can probably get
I don't have a
this.
picture of it because we drank it right away. But
Yeah,
it's
yeah. I mean,
too
you can find one on the internet, but they come in two sizes if I recall correctly.
We got the tall can. That's like equivalent of like a monster can, I think.
Drop this in here and then drop it in. Where did it go?
Is it underneath?
No. It's I put it on my desktop, so I need to drag it
Oh.
over.
Yeah, I don't have a picture of the chew high.
Okay. Did it drop over? Did it not drop over? Unless this does not want to.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, here we go.
It's underneath the meat. I'll just delete my picture of the meat.
Okay. So this is a very generic picture of what a strong zero tastes like. They have, I think, 2 or 3 different flavors. Citrusy kind, so lemon, grapefruit, I think is also one of them. Yes, it is. Is it a Chuhai?
Yeah.
It was a Chuhai. Okay.
Yeah, it was a tall silverish can. I think it was that one. I think it was either.
They look fairly similar.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same.
The point of this is that they are extremely cheap, like 1 or 200 yen, maybe a little bit more, and they are 9% alcohol.
So basically the equivalent of like a hard seltzer here.
A hard seltzer, but it's like it hits.
It has, yeah.
It tastes like
it's just,
juice. It tastes like it tastes like
It just
slightly.
tastes like lemonade.
It tastes like slightly alcoholic lemonade, but
Mostly lemonade, less alcohol, more lemonade.
but it's like it goes down so smoothly that you don't really notice it, and that's the bad part.
That is the bad part. It was just like I could down an entire can of this perfectly.
Yeah.
And I don't like alcohol. Like I actually don't.
Yeah.
But like on this trip, I drank a little bit. I drank a lot actually. I drank like I mostly drank soju, but I drank a lot. I had a lot of like sours and stuff too.
Sours are great. Sours are great.
Yeah, yeah. I had a bunch of sours and they were all super good.
What like did you get like the pineapple sour, mango sour?
I got a cherry sour, I think.
Ooh, cherry
and I
sour.
got,
That is in season 2. Oh,
I got
2 pictures.
it was like the last day that I did. I barely remember what kind of I had a Yakult sour.
Wait, that exists?
There was a we went to Sushiro, which is a conveyor belt sushi
conveyor belts.
towards the last few days because we were just like, oh, we haven't went there, so let's just try it.
Yeah.
And they had like a bunch of things. They had like a Yakult sour. They had bunch of different flavors. I had 2 of them because my friend tried drinking it and she got a little bit too hammered, so I was just like, I'm just gonna drink the rest of it.
Yeah, the only picture I have of you from Sushi Row is a bunch of empty plates and
Yeah, yep.
that's
You can
it.
see the two empty sours right there. Actually, those big
The
glasses.
big
Oh,
glasses.
yeah, I drank both of those.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
They
I
go.
drank two of those.
It, it's ridiculous
Oh, grapefruit. I had grapefruit.
how good the alcohol is over there. Well, at least the sours and the chuhai.
Yeah, I didn't like any of their beer. It was too dry.
I
It was like
mean,
eating. It was like eating sand.
I'm not a beer person to begin with, so
Yeah,
beer tastes like terrible to me.
yeah. It just tastes like drinking bread, like drinking breadcrumbs to me, and it's not fun. But everything else, just so good.
It it is. And there's a you guys got a ton of stacked plates. Are these like different prices, or is it?
Mo we got a lot. Some of them were like 390 yen, but those are like specialty plates because they had a Monster Hunter collab at the time.
Oh,
So there was like a steak sushi thing, and they had like
steak sushi. Oh yeah, that does
yeah,
exist.
yeah, because it was like, you know, it was like the perfectly roast meat and stuff of like Monster Hunter and stuff like that.
I wish you had the picture of the sushi before it got devoured.
Oh, I do have a couple pictures, but I didn't send them. I could just
Oh,
send them
okay.
to your DMs because they're
No,
on my phone.
oh, okay. Yeah, you can send that way, or you can just drop it in here. But if you
It's
send
easier
it,
to send from my phone
yeah,
because
probably.
either way, it's coming from my phone.
So you said they had a Monster Hunter collab. What was the collab like? Did like there's a different
It was
sushis
Yeah,
or?
they had a different bunch of different plates and stuff that had Monster Hunter inspired things. Most of them were meat based, so I can't have a lot of seafood, which is sad for me.
Ah,
But I could have a lot of those because they were just like, you know, like roast meats and stuff like that, which hit the spot. Uh, okay. I also had a lot of what is it called? What's it called? Fatty tuna.
fatty tuna del Toro.
Yeah.
I can't say I've had it too much. I'm not sure how it tastes, but okay, we got a few pictures here. Let me see if I can grab them. Oh, did it show it on screen? Yeah, it did. Oh, this is fine. Okay, so
One was chicken, one was ham, and I think one was beef.
what's the middle one? I can't tell. It just looks
I
like
think it was chicken.
it looks like a stick of fat to me from here.
It had like pickled ginger or something on it, I think.
Oh, okay, I see it now. It's like, wait, I only saw the thing on top. I didn't, for some reason, my mind didn't process the meat
Yeah, there's
underneath.
like there's meat underneath
It's
it.
been
It had
like
like it had like a slab of something on top of it. I didn't really think about it. I just ate it.
right, and that's there's the grapefruit sour. I think.
Yeah, I sent the grapefruit sour, which is it was a tall drink. I downed the Yakult one. Yeah,
Honestly, the glass doesn't look that big from here. I don't know
that's
why.
because it's being hidden at the bottom by that plate, so you have to add a couple. You had to add a little bit more to it because it was a holder.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was like a shallow holder or like a deep
No, it was
holder.
deep.
Oh, it was deep. And probably only cost you like 200 yen per glass or something like that.
It was pretty cheap.
It's probably ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is rice under all the sushi. So it's sushi is not just fish. I mean, it's a lot of times you get
Most of
seafood.
the time it's fish.
Mostly
Yeah.
most times it's seafood. But there are sushi also where it's like cooked meat. And the thing is, sushi is generally about the rice, not the stuff on top. But
The sushi
uh
rice was so good. Like you could taste the difference between like regular rice and sushi rice there.
yeah. It's definitely a much different quality. But yeah, you can put anything on top of sushi and it's basically sushi. Nigiri style in this case because it's just like the slice of whatever. And what is this one? Is this like salmon?
Uh,
That doesn't look like salmon.
the last one that I sent,
This one with the I guess wasabi on top.
that is the fatty tuna.
That is the fatty tuna,
Yeah, that was 100 yen per piece,
which is ridiculous.
like 60 cents.
Yeah, I mean, keep in mind, guys, if you go to like was this a kaiten sushi place? The
Um,
revolving sushi.
it was Sushiro, which is kind of like a chain restaurant, which
Let me
is like
double check what sushi rows. I haven't been to a
a
sushi row before.
conveyor
Conveyor.
sushi. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So keep in mind if you go to like a conveyor sushi, kaiten sushi kind of place where the dishes that roll around on a conveyor belt, which is very popular even with regular Japanese people. Um, they tend to be cheaper than the omakase sushi, where it's like you have a chef in front of you and stuff like that. I haven't tried that before.
That's way too expensive for my blood.
It's expensive. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's probably worth a shot at least once.
Yeah, once in your life.
The rotating sushi also, there's like varying degrees of price points to it, but even the cheap ones like Kura Sushi, Sushiro, Kappa Sushi is I think another chain.
Hmm.
They typically range from 100 to 200 yen per plate, which is not expensive at all. And and depending on what the cut is, you get like 1 or 2 pieces of sushi per plate, and that adds up pretty quickly as far as how much food you can
Yeah, you saw how
get.
many plates.
Yeah, if we go
uh,
back to the other thing, the gigantic stack of empty plates, and
yeah.
this was between how many people?
Three,
3 people,
3 people, and
and
I ate a lot of it.
we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's got to be at least 20 right there in one
It was like
stack.
28 or some 28 or some 30 plates or something. I remember it coming out to.
Yeah, wow, that's a lot. If you there's also some I guess privately owned kaiten sushi places where there's this chef in the middle, and the conveyor belt is like around the chef or
Hmm.
multiple chefs. There could be multiple chefs, and those places will be a little bit higher priced. As far as the quality goes, I'm not sure if it's that much different. This is plenty good already. What you guys got, so.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And this was like day two, day two,
No, that was later on in the
late
week.
much
I don't
later.
remember. Yeah, it
Okay,
was like towards the last few days.
okay,
We're
but
just like, oh, we have it. Yeah, but yeah, it just happened to come up. But yeah,
what was it? What would you say it was your best meal when you were there?
it had to be. It's a tie between the one time we went to in Izakaya and the ramen that we had for lunch when we went to Tokyo Tower.
Okay, I don't see anything that looks like ramen. Was the izakaya the one with the sashimi?
Uh, yes, it's the one with the ice plate.
Okay. Did, okay, let me put that up here. Do you
Did I
have?
not send the ramen? I did. I
I
did
didn't.
have the ramen.
I didn't see the ramen, but this
I could just put it
is.
in.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff here. I wish I knew how to. Oh, it's like this. No, but it doesn't
Oh,
do it. Oh well, you just get what we're just gonna get wide sashimi on the screen and ramen.
yeah.
Let's see, that looks like shio ramen, salt
Uh,
ramen, shio.
no, I don't
No,
remember. I don't. Was it miso? I don't remember. I remember it was like this really small out, like in a back alley down the road from Tokyo Tower.
those are the best places, even in
Yeah,
Japan.
it was a really nice place. It was like kind of Western in terms of like the aesthetic,
Uh huh.
but like they had like they had like one ramen plate that had like, oh, it was just ramen, and then they had like extra add-ons that you could do, and we got the special ramen that had every single topping in it. So it had quail egg, it had chicken meatball, it had like shredded chicken, egg, mushroom, nori, bunch of stuff in it.
I'm trying to move the
And
ramen because your head is blocking it, and I don't
uh
know how to
I think it's just
adjust.
me, yeah.
I don't know how to adjust our screen.
We can probably just like delete the things behind it, like the sushi row and stuff, and then
How do I? I'm the one who set up this room and I don't know how to do it. Oh, there you go.
just click on the picture in the background and then just click on delete on your keyboard. Yep.
There's that. There's that. Okay.
Yeah.
And just
And then
move
you could
the
put
move the
yeah.
ramen over. There we go. All right.
Never had quail egg before. They work really good, but they're just small egg.
It is basically a small egg, and honestly, I want to say quail eggs were common, at least in when I grew up, where I grew up. But it's all right. There's not a whole lot to it, to
No,
be
it was just
honest.
small egg.
Small egg.
They're good though.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Because it was ramen egg, but just small, so they're just like it filled your mouth.
I am looking at this ramen, and it seems a little bit different from some of the ramen I've seen before. You got a meatball and some shredded stuff here.
Yeah, some shredded chicken,
Shredded
and
chicken.
then the waxy noodle underneath, and those noodles were so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was like the specialty thing that they had. They had like a special spicy and then a special regular. We got the special regular because I didn't want to have to, deal with the bathroom afterwards.
I mean, they don't. When they do spicy food, there's really only a few places to do like super spicy.
I didn't want to like risk it because we had a whole day ahead of us.
That's fair. That's fair. If it was like, oh, okay, I figured how to move the thing now.
Oh, okay.
All right. Yeah, if you went to Kikanbo, that would be a different level of spicy. Kikanbo.
Tori Soba Take. That's what we went to. That's the restaurant.
Torisobatake. Where did you say this was?
Right down the road from Tokyo Tower in a back alley.
Tokyo Tower back alley. Nice.
Yeah. There's like this weird like pavilion that it was like a tofu restaurant and it cost like freaking like $100 to sit down in.
Oh wow.
We passed that and then we just went down a back alley and we're just like, oh, there's a little cafe here. Oh, there's a ramen place here, and then we just got ramen.
Nice. That's the way to go.
And I think it was like 1,800 yen per plate. And I also had a sour here.
Wait, 1,800 yen for this ramen?
Yeah, I think.
That is actually pretty expensive for ramen.
I don't remember. I think it was somewhere in the thousands. It wasn't that expensive, but it wasn't that cheap either. Yeah. Probably because we were in Tokyo proper and it was like right next to a really like dense tourist area.
Yeah, that's probably why. In general, ramen I think hovers around 1,000 yen. Most of the time just under, but I think the most expensive like regular ramen is gonna be like
1,200 yen.
1,200 is fine. 1,200 is fine, but if you paid like 18, I feel like that's like extortion right there.
Liquor laws are like it was like mid-after. It was only like noon and we just found a place that sold drinks at that point.
Yeah, and in general, and almost any restaurant in Japan will be selling liquor. Even the McDonald's, even the Burger Kings, KFC.
Yeah.
Even Disney, okay? Even Disney.
Yeah, we went to Disney second day actually.
Yeah, you have. Let's see how I've avoided Disney Sea for like.
We didn't go to Disney Sea. We just went to land. Even though Sea is supposed to be better.
Wait. There's a land in. There's a land there. Wait, why is it not showing up?
Yeah, they had Tokyo Disney Sea and Tokyo Disneyland. And it's the same park, but it's just separated by one thing. You just have to buy a different ticket.
I'm trying to.
I only have one picture of it, and it was like late at night. But we went there early in the morning, around 1 p.m. Our friend, our Japanese local friend, taught us how to use the trains and stuff like that day.
Nice.
And we went to Disney and we hung out a little bit. I actually have pictures of the food there.
Yeah, alcohol and Disney. This is Disneyland?
Yes, Disneyland. It's very similar to what we have here in America. And I never went to Disney, even though it's not that hard for me to go.
Yeah.
Where I am. But I never went, and my first time was in Japan, so I guess it just made it even more special.
Yeah, I mean, how was that? Was it like? It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of people, but then again, there's also like the.
That was late at night.
There's a
that was late at night.
Yeah.
In the morning when we went, it's basically the equivalent of spring break there in Japan for students right now.
Right. When did you go again?
March 21st to 29th.
21st to 29th. I guess that is about spring break. They do kind of end the school year around, was it around April? I think early April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of students when we went. It was like Sunday, so I
Oh.
think everyone was free.
That I if you went on a Sunday, I feel like that would have been like super crowded.
Let me check the day actually. Yeah, it was no, it was Friday, so it was just about to be the weekend.
Okay, Friday's not too bad. I mean, it's still technically the weekend, but it's not like everyone is out off going to
There
tourist
was a lot of students there. There was a
locations.
lot of people in student uniforms there.
Yeah, I feel like seeing all the student uniforms was like maybe a culture shock, or at least like, oh, this is so anime. Maybe I don't know.
It basically like people just go like students actually just go out in their student uniform, and it's crazy. Like you wouldn't if you're like a private school student here in America, you don't want to wear that shit
No,
anyway.
you
You just want
don't.
to dress normal. But like there, it's just like, oh yeah, it's part of your fashion.
Yeah, it's partly a fashion thing. It's also, I don't know if the schools actually make like there's part of the regulations. Like how would they even know? I don't know. But
No idea.
but yeah, a lot of students actually seem to prefer wearing the uniform. I mean, it's easy. You just put it on. Don't have to worry about what you actually wear, kind of thing.
Hmm.
But
There was a lot of students when we went.
was it like a group? Like, was it like a school group, or was it they just hanging out?
It was couples.
Freaking
So
UHs.
like for like yeah, so it was like like some guy girl couples, a lot of girl couples.
Oh, okay. So friend
Yeah,
groups.
yeah, friendship there was wild. They were like holding hands, they were like hugging, they were doing a lot of stuff. I'm like,
I'm
are you
pretty.
sure?
I mean, I feel
Friendship
like
there is different.
I feel like girls do that around here too. I don't know.
It was
I haven't
like
seen.
it was like pinky on pinky, like holding hands kind of thing. It was like the Yuri trope kind of thing.
I guess it's there for a reason. The Yuri
Yeah,
trope.
yeah.
Oh,
This is some of the food that we got
this was a
at the
Disney.
Disney. Yeah, Disney.
That
We
is
went to like
fancy AF.
it was called the East Street Cafe, and it basically was like kind of ratatouille, kind of like every just kind of Disney inspired dishes, mostly like kind of French Italian cooking and stuff like that. They were all wearing like French waitress uniforms and stuff like that. Obviously portions are super small, but for the entire 3-course meal that we had there was only like I think about like 3,000 yen. It wasn't that
That's
much.
not bad at all.
It was like 1,000. Yeah, it wasn't that bad at all for like a 3-course meal.
If
So
you
like a very light like appetizer, which was this kind of like ratatouille looking thing. It was like a cracker with like scallops, cucumber, some other things, and it was pretty good. Um and it came after that was a choice of a pasta with mushroom and meat sauce, or carbonara, and I chose carbonara because cream sauce is better.
I see some bits of bacon in there too, and
Yes, there was bacon in there.
is that is that ravioli or is that like
It was just one single bow tie macaroni,
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was
just to
like
be like a mini thing. You know what I mean? Just like a Minnie
I wasn't
Mouse
sure if it was like bow
garnish.
tie shaped ham or something like that.
No, it was just a bow tie macaroni that was
Okay,
just pink.
it just looked a little pinkish.
Yeah, yeah. The bacon was. You could see how big that bacon bite is. That's like
Oh yeah, it's chunky.
pure ham. Japanese bacon is crazy.
It's kind
And then dessert was this basically like reduced cheesecake.
fancy.
This was like it was like
super
a
fancy.
graham cracker like a graham cracker basically, with inside was like a bunch of cream cheese filling, cream cheese frosting.
Yeah, you see that what do you call this? I was gonna call it a boat, but it's not a boat.
Yeah, it
It's
was like some kind of
it's a
kind of like a
mold.
boat.
It's some kind of mold. It's and like
Yeah, they
stuffed
filled it with
stuff.
cream cheese. Yeah,
Like it's just cream cheese and graham cracker.
cream cheese frosting, graham cracker, some candy bites on it, strawberries.
So was it like a cheesecake kind of? You said a
Yeah,
cheesecake?
it was just a very mini cheesecake.
But it's a very fancy mini cheesecake.
Very, 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 very fancy.
That looks great. And all this for 3,000 yen. If you got
Yeah, 3,000 yen a pop per person.
if you got that in the US, that'd be like almost $100 probably. And that's ridiculous both ways.
And there was no sitting charge either. And I know in America, like you had to pay to get into the restaurants.
I guess it depends around here. I know in the izakaya they do charge you a sitting charge, which is the cover charge.
Oh no, I mean just mean in Disney,
Oh yeah, in
in
Disney.
Disneyland,
Yeah, yeah.
because I know you have to pay to like get
Tart.
a
That's what.
reservation
Yeah.
at the
Tart was the word I was thinking of. Yes, true.
yeah. But yeah, the food was amazing.
Nice.
Um, we were there basically the entire day. My legs were shot by the end of it.
Oh yeah, you mentioned you got the Fitbit. Well, how much more did you walk compared to
Okay.
to where you normally? I guess we don't normally walk to begin with, but
Yeah, I
um,
work from home, so I am desk bound mostly. The
mhm,
first day alone, 9,332
sounds
steps.
about
That
right.
was just the first day on landing. So that was just walking around the airport, getting to the hotel, walking around the hotel, walking to the restaurant and stuff like that. That's it.
Mhm.
Day two, when we went to Disneyland, is 25,000 steps.
That is a lot
200,
more than I
yeah,
expected.
25,221 to be exact, but 25,000 steps day two. My shoes, not made for walking. They are made for fashion. My feet were dying. I could not stand anymore.
Right. Next time, get some walking
I already did.
shoes. Oh, you
I
did.
bought it while we were there, and
Okay.
they are the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn in my entire life.
Hopefully they didn't charge you like 200 yen. Not 200 yen, but 20,000 yen for those pair of shoes. Sometimes the
No,
clothing
it
prices are
was,
ridiculous.
I think it was 5,000 yen, so like
Oh, that's
$30.
not bad. That's not bad at all.
They were really cheap, and they are one of my favorite pairs of shoes now. Like they're genuinely just
Is
very
it
comfortable, and they're fashionable too.
is it
So
like a Japan brand kind of thing?
yeah, it's a Japan brand walking shoe, so it's
Nice.
like made for walking.
You got a nice long lasting souvenir right there.
Yeah, they are super nice, and they also, well, they have the zippers, so you can like take off your shoes really easily.
Oh,
So like you tie the shoe, but like if you there's zippers on the sides, you unzip the shoe so you can take them off easily if you have to like take them off for like going home, or when you go to a restaurant and sometimes they make you take off your shoes.
I didn't know they had those kinds of shoes though with the zippers.
Yep, it's just on the side. It just zips up and keeps snug on your foot, and then when you're ready to take them off, you just unzip them. You don't even untie them. It just opens up the shoe.
Oh, now I gotta find one of these things because usually when I go, I wear hiking boots. Because I tend to hike a lot when I go, but those kinds of shoes I haven't seen before.
Yeah, they were made for walking. They're waterproof. They're super comfortable. They were like a steal for what I spent for them, basically.
Very nice. Very nice.
Also tax free, so there's
Hmm,
that.
yeah. Uh, yeah. Let me see. No, keep talking if you got something to talk about. I'm just kind of looking through the pictures right now.
Yeah, Disneyland was just Disneyland. There's not much to talk about. We went on a couple of rides. Lines were just as bad, but a little bit more efficient than here in America.
I hope so.
Everything seemed a little bit rushed, I guess. It
Rushed?
didn't seem like they really cared much about like your experience at the park. It was just kind of like business like, but I think that's just the culture
Ah.
of the culture of Japan. Everything is just like kind of super efficient and stuff like that. Just like get on the ride, do the ride, get off, go away, do another thing,
Yeah, I guess in the US you tend to linger a little bit more.
Mhm. They usually like keep you around, they ask questions, and they, like get you involved in like the entire thrill and like the mystery of the park.
True,
But like
true.
it just seemed kind of, yeah, just kind of rushed. Nothing against that park. I
Yeah,
still had a great time.
yeah.
It was just so kind of like, it just kind of like took me out of the experience of like what Disneyland is supposed to be, like this magical adventure. It was just like, oh yeah, this is just a theme park.
Yeah, I'm not I haven't been to any theme parks in Japan, so I can't say one way or other if that's true or not, as far as like if I got the same impression. So you'll be one of the first ones as far as Disney is concerned. Um, but
I I think it's just the way that Japan works in its business oriented culture. How everything is just like very efficient there.
I also understand that Disney in Japan is not actually owned by Disney. I think it's owned by someone else over there. So it might also be that possibly.
Yeah, I think so. I think it might have to do with the management and stuff like that, because the way that Disney works over here is like they like play into like the mystery and play into the magic of the kingdom, and it makes you feel like you're actually in a different world. But like when I was there, just like, yeah, this is just like a fun little park that I can go to and just walk around in. Nothing against the park. It's just different cultures,
Yeah,
and
and
that's
people,
just how Japan is.
and as you saw, you got a bunch of friend groups over there just hanging out. It's a place they just
Yeah,
like to hang out.
yeah, because admission fees, like Disneyland parks here cost like what, like $150 to get in.
Something like that. I haven't been
It
into
was
one.
the tickets were like $30 or $50. I don't remember.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, to get into the park, $30 to $50. That's crazy. To eat there, $30 for a three-course meal. That's crazy.
That is ridiculously cheap.
Souvenirs, 1,800 yen for like a pair of ears, which are normally like $50 in the United States. So 1,800 yen is like what, $13?
Yeah, on like probably closer to 13 or something. That's wow.
Yeah, somewhere in between that too. It's super cheap there. Everything is just super cheap. I can't just. That's the biggest thing. It's just like $120 got me so much more stuff there than I could ever get here back where I'm at.
I mean, even if okay, let's just keep this in mind. The yen right now is like super weak compared to what it used to be. Like I think it's around 150 yen per dollar. But even if it was back down to
100 yen per.
100 yen or even 120 yen, which is what it was like before COVID,
Mhm.
it still wouldn't be that bad.
No,
Honestly,
because
it
that
wouldn't be
would
that
still
bad.
just be $18, $30 if it was 1-to-1.
Yeah.
But again, in the United States, that's closer to like double the price, like $60 for that three-course meal, around $36 for the ears. Admission would be somewhere like in a ballpark of like $150 upwards, depending on the day.
Yeah, if you think about how many students are there, it makes sense why they can go there on just a
A
regular
student
afternoon.
salary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I also see this Gundam thing. So for
Yes, that's the day after, actually. The day after we went to Tokyo Disneyland, we went to the Gundam in Yokohama. The Gundam in Yokohama sadly is closed now, so this is
gone.
the last bit that we could actually do, and it was supposed to close sometime last year in like October,
Mm-hmm.
but they kept it open because of COVID. Because of they weren't open a lot, but it's closing because of COVID, and they kept it open because of COVID. It's really weird,
Right.
but we went to the Gundam factory. It was the last ever opening and showing of the thing. I have a whole video on it, but it's like a minute and a half long,
Okay.
and it's well taken, so I just didn't send it.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you can probably post that on your channel if you want to.
Yeah, but
Here we
it was
go,
raining,
Gundam.
but you could see how like everyone has umbrellas and stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that. It was
I see it.
raining. It was, but like towards the middle of the day, it stopped raining, and the sun's shone on the Gundam. You can see it on that other picture.
Let's see if we can
The sun
break
started
through.
shining on the Gundam. Very, very nice music was playing, and it was like, it moved very slowly, but it didn't really matter. Just seeing it move was just so breathtaking to me.
This thing actually moved. I think with the one in Odaiba didn't move much at all.
Yes, it moved. It moved very slowly, but it like got on one knee and like it did like the Gundam pose where like like it's supposed to hold its like sword up in the air and stuff like that. It did like that one pose over there that looks like a magical girl.
Yeah.
And it moved. It was very slow when it was moving, but that's just because obviously limits of technology and stuff like that. But it moved, and seeing that thing move, that huge thing move was crazy.
Yeah, I'm trying to zoom in on the feet just to show people what's holding it. And it's basically nothing is holding it from underneath. It seems to be sus-
It's like behind.
yeah, it's suspended by whatever is behind it. And this thing is gigantic. You can see like there's like
Look on the picture on
multi
the right. You can see there's people, and that's like to scale with a person.
Oh,
The viewing
so
docks.
there's viewing docks on the side. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I didn't. We didn't get on the viewing dock because it was more money and they were
Oh,
sold
so
out.
okay, so that's a separate fee then.
Yeah, but
Okay.
just getting in was one fee. But those are people, and that is like one person is the size of its face, and that is it.
Wow, I've never gotten this close to it before, so that's
Yeah,
amazing.
and unfortunately, you never will.
I mean, I've been to the. I've seen the RX-78. This one's probably not the RX-78, is it? Is it the
Yeah,
RX?
that's RX-78. That's
Okay,
Grandpa.
okay. I've seen the RX-78. Maybe not this particular one because it seems to be a different build. In Odaiba, when it was still there before it got replaced by the unicorn. But
Mm,
it was never like this. It was just basically a giant statue where you can like
mm.
walk under here. You couldn't get face to face to it or anything like that. This is a lot different.
Yeah, this was in Yokohama. We had to have gone to it because it was like, if we were going to Japan, it's just like this thing is closing. I have to see it before it closes.
Yeah, and it closed like when did you say it was the 31st?
31st, last day of March, it closed. Last ever showing was it was really beautiful. There was a video of it on Twitter where they I know Japan and Korea does this a lot, but they use the drone fireworks where they send a bunch of drones with like lights up in the air and they like make pictures with it.
Oh, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't realize I did that.
Yeah, they sent a bunch of drones up in the air. They did like it shooting up in the air. It was beautiful. If I could find the video, I will send it to you
Okay.
later because I would have to go deep into my likes to find it. But it closed and it was a very sad experience. But it
Yeah.
was just a beautiful experience as well.
Here's the Gundam, everyone, that you will never see in person ever
Yeah,
again.
yeah. If you missed it, you missed it.
You missed it, sadly. There is still the gun. There is still the unicorn in Odaiba, but it's nothing like this at all.
The one in Tokyo proper is just a statue of unicorn right now. It
Uh-huh.
kind of glows, I think. Like it has glowing lights, but it doesn't move.
It doesn't move to the degree of this. It's just it basically can go normal mode, destroy mode, but it doesn't move like this. And I've never seen a Gundam move, to be honest. So
I don't
that's
know if you can
sad.
even show the video.
Maybe not through here. I think you would have to like drop it in, depending on how big
Probably.
it.
It's a huge video. It's 6 minutes
Yes.
long.
Okay. Well, depending on how big the file size is, you might not even be able to put in
I can't even send it through Discord. I would have to
Discord.
send it. Yeah, I would have to send it through a Google Drive.
Yeah. So we're probably not gonna look at that today.
Yeah,
We can do that another time. But were you here like the entire day, or just basically the afternoon? Because the way
just
you.
the afternoon because it was raining and
Hmm.
I didn't get the shoes yet, so my feet were killing me already. So I just after doing this, Yokohama's beautiful, by the way. Especially when after the rain, like the sun is going, there's like rainbows and shit. It was beautiful.
Nice.
I didn't get to see it because I was tired and my legs were dying, so I had to go back to the hotel.
Okay,
But
so I was about to ask, did you get a chance to go to the Chinatown? But I guess that kind of answers that.
nah, not even my friends went to Chinatown. They were also tired because walking 25,000 steps in the day before in
If you're
in
not used to walking that much, yeah, it
yeah,
will get you. I mean,
yeah,
you probably were not like super sore, but still sore enough.
yeah. So 15,000 steps that day. I have it written down.
I'm just like listening to the step counts, and it's like it's a lot of
Yep,
steps.
yeah. That
Uh,
was equivalent of like I don't know how many miles, but it was a lot.
on let's just say when you go to Japan, anyone who goes to Japan, your average step count is probably gonna be at least 10,000 up to 15,000 on any given day.
A day, yeah. Unless you're doing a rest day, which is the day after for
Yeah,
me, I only walked 6,000 steps, but that just
that
because I needed a rest day.
yeah. I mean, some people I've talked to went 18,007. I feel like that's ridiculous. On a
Yeah,
regular day, but again, if you're going in Tokyo, you have more places to walk. Other cities, maybe, yeah. I mean, you could walk there too. I think the most steps I've ever done was like around 28,000. But that was me hiking. That's not like
but yeah,
going
that's
around the
hiking.
city.
That's you're going out of your way to walk.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. This is
Like just to get around
just to
and
get
like
around.
exist and live is a lot of work.
That reminds me. Once you finally actually got on the trains, how was that experience for you? I know it's a little bit different from people to people, so I'm kind of curious.
The day that we went to the Yokohama Gundam is the day we got our Pasmo cards. We found a way to get a Pasmo card in Shinjuku Station, and we managed to get like on the Japanese train system. Trains were amazing, fast, efficient, and I barely had any complaints about them. In fact, living in a place that has a transit system makes you realize how shit it is when you go to Japan and visit and use their railway system.
Oh yeah.
How, because yeah, I have the courtesy of using the New York subway system. It's like pulling teeth every day,
I've only
and
been to
it's
New
not
York
fun.
once. I've only been to New York once, and I don't remember it much. But from all the pictures I've seen of the New York subways, it's not a great experience.
No, it's very dirty. It's very not nice. It's very disgusting and smelly. But every single time I went to a subway station or a train station in Japan, I had a great time. They were very clean. They were very nice. Everyone, well, it was quiet. Well, not quiet. It was loud, but no one's like talking to each other
Yeah.
and like doing loud conversations. Everyone's just minding their own business, going to wherever they want to do.
Mhm.
Everyone, everyone just in Japan, the best thing to do is just not be seen.
True.
You don't want to be standing out in Japan. So I did the best to uh look like a local, and a lot of the time people did not bother me and just assumed that I was a local. They often, like when I went to restaurants by myself, they often spoke to me in Japanese first
Uh-huh.
instead of like, assuming that I was a tourist and stuff until I started bumbling with my Japanese.
Same.
Oh
Same.
yeah, every toilet in Japan, a bidet. It's amazing and
Oh
very
yeah.
clean.
How was that experience?
I want one for my home
you
now.
you
Now,
you can get one. It doesn't have to be the fancy electric ones. There's actually bidet attachments.
yeah, I've seen them, and I'm like, oh, this one's just $60, but then I have to convince my family, just like, hey, we need to get a bidet, and it's just like, oh, that's the thing that shoots water at your butt, right? I don't want that. I'll be like, you know, you need it.
You need it. I have a cheap one also in this apartment of mine, and it's like it works. It does the job.
It does the job.
It's not fancy. You're not gonna get heated seats or anything like that. But hey,
Yeah,
it's
it
fine.
it's fine, but yeah, the every like public bathrooms there really clean. Like it did not smell like when you go to like a public restroom in like the States. Everything was super clean. You didn't have to worry about catching a venereal disease by sitting down.
I will say though, if you go to a public restroom in the park, it does smell a little bit.
That's the park though, but like
That's
in
the park.
restaurants and stuff like that, restaurants and even the train stations that we went to,
Yeah, yeah,
the
those are
bathrooms were
good.
very clean.
Those are very clean. They're very clean. But yeah, just keep in mind if you need
Public,
to
yeah,
go the park.
public parks and stuff like
That's a
that.
different story.
Yeah, we didn't really go to any public parks. I don't think. At least I didn't because
Hmm.
I my legs were dying because I'm not used to
Oh,
this.
I'm guessing your calves right now must be rock hard.
Yeah, actually, I the problem is now is that since I've been bedridden, I just want to walk everything, just like walk and just go places now. But I can't do that here because where I live is driving central. Like I have to drive to go
Yeah.
anywhere. But like before, when I was in Japan, I could go down from the hotel, go walk a couple blocks down, get something to eat, walk back, and just walk off the calories there and
Did,
just like do stuff.
did you go off in the middle of the night, just walk, or no?
No, because when we did the last time we did that, we went into the red light district by accident, and people started,
Well,
um,
you were in Shinjuku, so you probably got
yeah,
to what was
we,
that place? What was that place in Shinjuku?
I don't know the name of it, but it smelled. It wasn't nice. People were jostling us and trying to sell us stuff, and it was yeah. Someone tried to stop my friends
Yeah,
and like get
avoid the
them just
touts. Avoid the touts at all cost,
yeah.
especially in that place.
It,
It's in Yakuza. What the heck is that name? What the heck is that name? It's Kabukicho. That was it.
probably.
Kabukicho is in Shinjuku, but I don't know if it's the one you ran into. Golden Guy, yeah. So Golden Guy and Kabukicho are right next to each other.
Oh, so yeah, we got the tail end of that.
Yeah.
So that was an interesting experience that we didn't really want to relive. But yeah,
Yet people want to go there, and that's their business.
that's
Yeah.
their business, not mine. I don't want to go there.
Purely by
It,
accident, it happens more often than you think.
yeah, yeah, because we're tourists. We don't know where we're going. We're just walking around.
Yeah. Did you use like Google Maps much when you were trying to find
It was our
places?
saving grace.
Yeah, it's great.
it was the main thing that kept us going and how we got everywhere basically.
It's kind of essential. It's kind of essential.
Yeah.
There was a time when Google Maps was like pretty unreliable, but I think around at least 2017, it actually got really good, and you can actually rely
Yeah.
on using it
It
to walk
has like
around.
all the it has all the train schedules. It has every single bus that you can take. It was using it to find what trains that we had to get onto and what transfers we had to make was the best thing ever. And
Lifesaver.
with it, I was able to basically learn the entirety of like the railway system.
Mm.
And eventually, I just stopped using it because I knew where I was going
Yeah,
because
you
it
can
was
kind
just
of
like it was so efficient.
make sense of where were you going. Were you able
Mhm.
to? Did you ride the Yamanote at all? The one that goes like through, like in a big circle.
The Aminate line.
Yeah,
I think we got on it for some transfers, but most of the time we took the JR East and stuff.
yeah. Yamanote is actually part of JREs too.
Oh yeah, so yeah, we took the JY, JB. We took a bunch of J lines.
J lines, gotcha.
Because again,
Nice.
our hotel was on the JY and the JB line,
I
so I went
see.
basically all over.
Okay. I see you went also to the Izoria cafes. This is the one
That's the day
by.
after, yes.
This was the one by. I went there
Akihabara.
also. Yeah, that's an Akihabara. I went not actually. Yeah, I went to this one before.
I think that's the only one. Yeah.
There's one in Osaka too, but that's the only one.
Oh,
That's all. Only one in Tokyo.
yeah. We didn't go to Osaka, so yeah, we went to the one in Tokyo. We went to the Eurasia Cafe, and then after we went to the Grand Blue Cafe. But the Eurasia Cafe had some food, man. It
It
was
was pretty
crazy. We
good.
ate so much.
It was pretty good.
Surprisingly good food.
How were you able to
I
get
thought
the
it was.
reservations? Because you need a reservation to get to this place.
I did it a month in advance.
Like,
I literally woke up early, waited for the clock to turn midnight in Japan,
uh-huh.
and then I made a reservation on the dot for the Yorzia Cafe on the day that we were supposed to go in when we were on our trip.
Oh, you were able to do it online?
Yes, we were able to do it online.
Oh, I don't think I was able to do that before. I had to get
The
a
website
friend of
sucks
mine.
in America.
Oh, okay,
The
that's probably what it was.
Yeah, the website does not load when you're in America.
Yeah, I had to get a
Yeah, I
friend.
made the reservations for every single thing, by the way. I made the reservations for the Gundam. I made reservations for I don't think I made reservations for Disney. I did get pick the day, but someone else made the reservations. I did it for the Final Fantasy Cafe, the Grand Blue Cafe. I tried to get something for the Ghibli Museum, but it didn't work out because it was um I
Packed.
waited I waited in 30 a month in advance to make sure that I got the tickets, and it didn't actually work.
The Grand Blue Cafe, that one actually needs a reservation. Where's that one at? I don't think I've
That is,
seen.
it's in the same building. It's in the
Oh,
same
same
floor.
building.
Same building, same floor.
Nice. Which one did you
Yeah.
like better, the Final Fantasy one or Grand Blue?
Final Fantasy had better food. Grand Blue had better desserts.
Interesting.
Grand Blue was very dessert heavy. So they
Mm.
had like ice creams, ice cream soda, ice cream floats, cakes and stuff like that and it was like an actual like cafe that's like character based. They had a lot of coffees, they had a lot of tea drinks and stuff like that. But the Eurosa Cafe was a good lunch.
It was a definitely good lunch.
It was everything there was super good food.
Yeah, I remember going there like a long time ago with a friend and was like a lot cheaper than I expected it would be.
Yeah,
And actually
it didn't come out to much.
pretty nice, pretty nice.
We got a lot of food and we got a bunch of, like souvenirs and stuff. Obviously, they give you like a gotcha pack of things that you can get.
Coasters. You got
Yeah, different coasters. We got
different
a bunch of
coasters.
them. But yeah, the food there was exceptional, and I thought it was just gonna be like a really shitty cafe, just like, oh yeah, you're there for the aesthetic. No, the food was really good.
There's a few cafes like that, especially if you go to the ones that like around the main street of Akiba. I mean, there's a few like that, but Pazella Resort is pretty good in general. So
Yeah, they had a Monster Hunter cafe, they had a Dragon Quest cafe, bunch of stuff. We didn't go to any of them besides those two because I didn't make reservations and I didn't know they even existed. I only know about the Eorzea and the Grand Blue Cafe because I have been playing Grand Blue since its release 10 years ago.
It's been 10 years.
It's been 10
It's
years.
been 10 years. Makes you feel like, whoa, it's been so long.
And Final Fantasy 14 has almost been out for 10 years as well.
Are you serious?
It's been out for longer technically because of 1.0, but Final Fantasy 2.0 is nearly almost 10 years old now. I think it's on its 8th anniversary or 9th anniversary at this point.
Ah. I did not realize it was about that long. I know. I know it was.
Yeah, the original release was in 2010, but 2.0 was released in 2013. So, oh no, it did reach its 10th anniversary then in the 2013
Happy
in 2023.
happy 10th
So it's about to
birthday.
hit its 11th. It's about to hit its 11th. So I've been playing both of these games for 10 years. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Feel old yet?
I've always feel old. I always feel old, especially in this community. I always feel old.
We're old compared to a lot of people apparently. I don't know.
Yeah, all these 20-somethings.
20 somethings. I don't even want to admit my own age, but you know, it is what it is.
It's whatever.
Uh,
But yeah,
anyway,
we didn't walk a lot that day. Let me check the step count for that day.
I see you got a Dark Souls thing. What is this thing? Hold up.
Oh yes, I went to the Dark Souls. There's a pop-up store in which place? I think Shibuya.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's Shibuya.
You have a picture of Shibuya Crossing here too.
Yes. I only took one picture of it because people were pushing, and I was just like, "Oh, I gotta get a picture really quick, and I don't want to look like a tourist." So
I mean,
I just took the picture and ran.
It's a crossing. It's a crossing.
Yeah, and people just went everywhere. It was like the moment the light turns green, it was just no every man for himself.
Basically, I mean, the scramble crossing in Shibuya, it looks impressive because everyone goes at the same time. But if you look at it from above, it's basically crosswalks everywhere, and because of that, when it stops, everyone just goes everywhere.
Yeah.
And I used everywhere.
So it doesn't
a lot.
matter. You have to use the crosswalk. You could just walk across the street no matter where you're going and just get there.
I think I'm more impressed that they actually have a stoplight that just stops all the traffic instead of just like, you know, what some places do, stop one street, let it go, stop another street. Except it's like
It's more efficient this way. And again, that's what Japan is. It's just more efficient. Also, things that I wish that we had here. The freaking the traffic lights have a timer.
Beep boo. Beep boo.
They have like a loading bar for when they're about to change. I'm like, I wish I had that, so I don't have to worry about like how long I have to wait.
Not every place has that, but a lot of places do.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I have to live without it. And I didn't know how good it was until I went there.
Oh, it's great.
It's great to know how long that you have to wait.
The diagonal crosswalking, yeah, that's good too. Did you go to a donkey while you were there? I mean, the donkey in Shibuya is pretty much the main one.
I didn't manage to go to a Don Quixote.
Really?
Sadly. Yeah, that's one of the things that I missed because my friends wanted to go there. They went there, but at that point I was dead to the world.
Honestly, you're not missing too much, but it's a neat experience.
Yeah, it's an interesting experience, but otherwise I'm not really missing much of anything.
No, but if you were to get like last minute souvenirs, you can go to Don Quixote. Or my personal recommendations, if you want to get souvenirs, is if you're looking for food in general, go to a grocery store. Let's go to a grocery store.
We had a grocery store where we were, but we didn't go into it. We just kept going to Family Mart.
Family Mart, more convenient. Did you go to the other convenience too?
Yes, we went to 7-Eleven. We didn't go to Lawson. I didn't think we have a Lawson near us.
I was about to ask which one was your favorite, but without Lawson there. Oh well, between Family Mart and 7-Eleven, which one did you like better?
7-Eleven was crazy how different it was, but we often just got everything from Family Mart because
it was closer.
It was not. They're literally right across the street from each other.
Yeah.
It was. I think we just preferred the food from Family Mart.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So the 25th, which was actually no, it would be the 26th in Japan because no, it would be the 25th. which was Monday. I went to the Dark Souls pop up, and I got a ring.
Oh, this is a ring.
Yes. Did I not send a picture of the actual ring?
No, you just sent the box.
Oh, that I'm an idiot. Hold on.
You sent the box, and the next picture you sent me was the sashimi.
It's because I was on another picture limit because of stupid Discord only allowing you to send 10 pictures at once.
Right.
Where is it? Here it is. Yeah, I got the Silver Serpent ring, which is
Silver
in
Serpent. Oh,
Dark
I didn't see the
Souls.
joeyCHYPE picture.
Yep, in Dark Souls, that is the ring that gives you good luck. It increases your drop rates.
The
So I
drop
wanted
rate
to get
ring.
something like a good, yeah. I want to get like something nice and like to signify, good luck.
Did you get something nice other than the shoes? Or would you consider the shoes the good thing?
Shoes were a necessity.
Mm. Okay.
There's the ring.
Yeah, I see the ring. We have it. We have the ring here. Oh, they can go zoom in pretty nicely. That is some.
Yeah,
That's some nice detail on it, actually.
yeah. It's generally really nice. It actually, and they sized my finger up, and it fits me perfectly too.
Oh, nice.
I unfortunately had to get like the biggest size, but no, not here or there, but it's a nice ring.
I'm kind of curious. You don't have to answer this if you don't want to. How much does the ring cost?
Um, hold on, I need to go to their website.
Okay. Was it okay? I guess I should just get a ballpark. Under or over
over
15,000 yen? 15,000?
under 15,000.
Under 15,000. That's still pretty
I
reasonable.
think it's 12,000 yen. I'm not sure. Hold on.
That's pretty reasonable for a ring. I mean, I guess.
Oh no, I was wrong. No wait, was it? Oh yeah, no, it's almost 20,000 yen. I thought it
Okay.
was less than that.
Okay, that makes a little bit more sense then, because it.
But yeah, it's tax free, so it didn't really matter. But that's only like $150
That's still not terrible.
for something that's branded and stuff like that, and has a really
Branded,
nice detail.
nice detail.
That's $150.
Yep. That's not good. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I only got one ring. I wanted to get two, but that's a lot of money to just drop on a ring.
Would you wear multiple rings, or
I could, but I didn't know if I wanted to get like like the same one, or if I want, because they also had other things like necklaces and other sorts of jewelry there. And eventually I was just like, I was so like I had so many choices that I was just like, I can't make a decision anymore.
spoiled for choice? That's the.
Yeah, because they had Bloodborne stuff there too, and I love
okay.
Bloodborne. So they had like the badges that you get to unlock more weapons, and they also have like some Elden Ring stuff too, and Dark Souls pendants, and they're roughly 12,000 yen. That's what I'm thinking about. The pendants and stuff were like 12,000 yen, but the rings were like 20,000.
Gotcha. This was where again?
This was Shibuya Parko.
Shibuya Parko.
Yes, it was. It's a huge, basically like mall.
Oh, that reminds me. You didn't send any pictures to me, but you did post some of it on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
The clothes.
Yes, I went to Uniqlo there. And I think it was Shibuya. No, I went to what's that place called again? It's
Wait,
something Broadway. I think you recommended it.
Nakano Broadway.
Yeah, Nakano Broadway. The last day before we left, I went to Nakano Broadway. I went to walk down that mall, and maybe that's where I caught COVID. I don't know.
I mean, it's okay. Nakano Broadway isn't that bad. I mean, it's old. It does show its age, but I don't think it's that bad.
No, probably not. But like, that was the last place I went to by myself.
Oh, okay.
So like, and I'm the only one who caught COVID out of my friends. So I'm like, maybe who knows?
Possibly.
Yeah, but I went there. I went to Uniqlo. I dropped 12,000 yen, which is like $80.
That's 12,000 yen in Uniqlo. What'd you? I guess you can.
I got like a whole new outfit. I got a pair of pants. I got like 5 shirts, a sweater, and I basically like dressed myself down and got a whole new outfit for like 8 items for like $80.
Nice.
And if I did that here, I would get 2 items for that much money.
Yeah, I mean, we do have Uniqlo in the States, but the pricing
But
is different.
yeah, it's like
So,
$30 for a shirt, but like there it was like 1,200 yen for a shirt. I'm like, okay, I need that.
yep. So, pro tip for anyone visiting, um, don't bring too many clothes. I guess just buy in Uniqlo. Buy in
Yeah,
Uniqlo.
just buy new clothes while
Buy
you're
new
there.
clothes in Uniqlo. I think Mugi is also the other shop. I don't know much about Mugi.
They have UT. They have obviously you can go to Harajuku and go to like any of those like really specialty shops.
Yeah, go to like
I
a
also
pop-up
went to
shop.
Shimokitazawa,
Oh,
which is the place where Boji the Rock was, because I love Boji the Rock.
hipster
Boji the
town.
Rock, yeah, hipster town, and they have a bunch of like thrift shops and stuff for like cheap clothes as well.
Yeah, I can't say the name.
Shimokitazawa, yeah.
Shimokitazawa is a neat place to just walk around. Has a lot, like we said, it's hipster town. Lots of boutique shops, lots of boutique restaurants. If you're into stickers, it's also one of the main places where you can get B-side
I
label
bought a,
stickers.
yeah, I bought a bunch of those actually.
Yeah, I bought a lot too last time.
Yeah,
I think I bought like 30, 50 stickers or something like
I
that.
bought like 10. And they're really cheap.
They're really
like,
cheap. They're
They're
really
like 30
cheap.
yen or something.
I just like to collect them. I use some of them, but I also like to collect them because
I hate using stickers, but I know they're meant to be used, and I put one on my suitcase, but it's almost coming off. I'm like, I regret that. I should have just kept it.
just get doubles. Use
Yeah,
one.
I should have gotten one of each
Use
at that
one,
point.
or there's the whole otaku thing where it's like keep 3, use one, keep one, and another one's a backup.
Yeah,
But
and they were that cheap, so I could have.
yeah, it's like I don't remember how much they cost, but they don't cost like typically more than 500 yen for one. I don't think.
No, mine were like super cheap. I think they were like 100 yen or maybe like 80 yen.
Yeah, and there's like a gigantic variety. I think B-side label like I partners with a bunch of different artists, so that's why they have a lot of different art styles there. And
I got a bunch of them that had like a bunch of like small little chibi characters, and one had like a cat that was on his face. He's just like, be cool.
I think the weirdest sticker they have is the naked guy.
I don't think I saw that. I just saw a bunch of like kind of cute hipstery ones.
Okay.
And I got a bunch of those, yeah.
Okay, yeah, they have this one line of stickers, which is basically this giant naked Oji-san. You don't see anything, but he's basically naked with only socks on. And I don't know what that's about. But then again,
But yeah, I love Shima
a
Kitazawa.
lot of stickers like that. Yeah.
It's very nice there.
It's very nice. Did you get a chance to go to, I guess, Kichijoji or anything like that? Kichijoji.
I didn't get to go to any temples or anything like that. My friend did.
No, Kichijoji is not a temple. It's another neighborhood. The only reason why I mention it is because it has a like one of those fluffy pancake places.
Oh no, we didn't. We went to the main parts of Japan, and the one outlier we really went to was Shimokitazawa.
I see.
Everything else was just kind of like touristy. You know, Akihabara, Shibuya, Shinjuku, Tokyo proper, and all that stuff.
You said Harajuku. Did you actually go to Harajuku?
My friend went to Harajuku. I didn't end up going because, again, we ran out of time, and eventually we did a bunch of stuff together at the beginning of the week. At the end of the week, we did our own stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say Harajuku is super packed. Would not recommend for the most part, at least not the main street, but it's also super packed, especially on the weekend. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was like the middle of the week when we were because we left on the weekend, and then we had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to do whatever the hell we wanted.
Okay. You did mention the usual stuff. You went to Tokyo Tower. I haven't been to Tokyo Tower. But you did, and you saw something interesting there.
Yes. It was my favorite photo that I took, and the entire week was super rainy and cloudy, and no one could see anything. So we weren't really expecting much when we got to Tokyo Tower.
Yeah.
But suddenly, all of a sudden, the rain broke for a day when we went to Tokyo Tower, And there's the picture. I got that
Trying to
amazing view.
zoom in on it. Let me see if I can get that for people.
Yeah, it was an amazing
Mount
view
Fuji's
of.
right there.
Yeah, it was amazing view of Mount Fuji right there in the distance, like perfectly visible.
I don't think I've ever seen Mount Fuji with a snow cap like this. Like I said, I've never been to Tokyo Tower, so I haven't seen it like this. Period.
Mm.
But I have seen Mount Fuji from the train. I've also seen Mount Fuji from the plane above, but not with this nice layer of snow on top. It is
It
spring.
was a
It was
it
spring
was
around that
pretty
time.
cold though. It was still pretty cold where it was low 50s
In
to
Tokyo,
30s.
around that
Yeah.
time you went.
Yeah, low 50s to
Oh, you got
and sometimes
lucky.
30s.
You got lucky.
Yeah.
Because Tokyo is notorious for being hot and sweaty, even outside of summer.
It was pretty chilly. We had to wear coats and hoodies and stuff like that when we went, especially when we went to Disneyland. It was freezing. It was like 20.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Just you got lucky. You went at the right time. Even in the fall, though, at least last fall, um, like around October, November, it was 70-ish, but the humidity was so high it felt like it was around 80. It was terrible.
That's sad, but yeah, it was cold when we went there, and I
Yeah,
was happy for that.
nice and dry. Good, good.
It wasn't well, it wasn't dry. It was very wet because it was
Very wet.
raining.
Oh, right, it was raining, but at least it was like not hot.
It
It was,
was kind of humid, but like, it was cold rain. Yeah, most
yeah,
of the time.
yeah. At least you got a little bit of Sakura, but not really, I guess.
No, we just missed it. The blooming was in April.
Oh, was it April?
Yeah, we missed it
Oh, no,
by a
that was
couple days.
okay. That was like afterwards.
Yeah, this is the same day we went to Tokyo Tower. We managed to pass one tree that had a little bit of sakura blooming,
Mm.
but we just missed it blooming by a couple days where we had to leave.
Ah,
They just bloomed April 2nd when we left.
it happens. It happens.
Yeah, we went there especially during that time because like, oh yeah, we could see the sakura blooming, but we missed every single one.
Yeah, the thing with the Sakura blooming is that it's hard to time it. I guess you can.
Because it's so random.
It's random for one. Again, Sakura blooming goes from the south of the country to the north of the country, and even like, and it's like it's temperature dependent, and it's a little finicky. And once they actually
Yeah.
bloom, they don't last for more than a week or two, or
Yeah.
even a few days. If it rains during Sakura blooming, they're all gone after the rain.
Yeah, we didn't get anything, so everything was just wrong.
You can't really time it unless you stay for a month, and then you might have a chance. And if you stay in the same area, which there's more to Japan than just Tokyo. But if Tokyo's all you got, then
Yeah, Tokyo's all you got.
then you need a wider time range if you really want to see the sakura blooming. So sad you couldn't see it. I haven't seen one myself either, so that makes two of
Yeah,
us.
that's the only thing we got. My friend saw it. He went to like a park
Mm.
and like a shrine and stuff like that, and he managed to see it. But he got up like at fucking ass o'clock in the morning to go see stuff.
Oh
And
wait,
I'm like, I can't do that.
you have this other picture of a sakura, but through gates. What is this one? What's it?
That was in Shinjuku, near the station. It was like behind a gate and stuff like that, and like that's the only like we saw it, but it's behind the gate. It's like in the middle of the city, so it's not like it's nice, but it's just like it felt kind of like
It's a little different.
oh yeah, than like seeing it like in like full bloom and like above the streets and stuff like that, and like you romanticize this stuff in your head.
Yeah, yeah.
So like you want to see it like in the anime where it's just like everywhere in the trees and stuff like that, and everything's like pink. But like yeah, we didn't see that. All the trees were dead.
Yeah, it's really all about timing and luck, and
Yeah,
you
unfortunately, we were very unlucky.
it just didn't happen. But at least you got to see Mount Fuji. That's pretty lucky. Not
Yeah,
not a
on a
whole
clear
lot of
day, yeah.
people see that. So,
Very proud of that picture.
tell me the story behind this truck. What the heck is up? What's up with this?
So that was at the base of Tokyo Tower, and it is a hot dog and takoyaki truck. And it's the bus behind it is like an old British like double-decker bus from
Oh, you
like
mean this
like
one?
the early,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And I don't know if it moves and stuff, but they changed it into a restaurant basically. So like all the seats and stuff are like turned around. There's like tables in the middle, and you can sit up there.
Oh, you can. Oh, so that's like their actual seating.
Yeah, that's like an actual like part.
Ah, that's interesting. Where's this
Yeah,
at?
right at the floor of Tokyo Tower. Like it's
Ah, I
apparently a
see.
big deal there. Like the
I
line
see. I
was
see.
huge when we got there,
Let me see. What are
but
the
we were at the front of the
prices?
line.
650 for a beer, 500 for a sour. It seems a little expensive, but then again, this is like a
It's
food.
touristy.
It's touristy food truck thing.
Yeah,
It,
so 650 for takoyaki, 700 for a hot dog.
yeah,
But
that's kind of expensive in general.
yeah, that's like American prices for that kind of stuff.
Well,
And, like
American prices would be like double this, but American prices for
yeah,
them, I
but like, yeah,
guess.
like $5 for a hot dog and $4 for takoyaki, which is kind of expensive when you can usually get it for like 300 to 200 yen.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like a tourist trap thing, and you're also buying it into it because it's like a specialty thing, and you can sit in the truck, and it's a really cool thing for
Mm,
people.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I guess they had to mark it up also a little bit, depend cause where they are. That's
Yeah, because it again, they have prime location. It's literally right outside the door of Tokyo Tower. So like
right.
it's like in like the little like flooring area by Tokyo Tower. So like they're in pristine location. They get business every single day because of tourists and stuff. So, you know,
Yeah,
pick your money.
fair, fair. I do. I also see like this curry place. This curry picture.
Oh yes. When I went to Nakano Broadway, there was a
Ah,
Indian restaurant there. And I got the biggest naan you've ever seen in my camera couldn't even get like all of it. And I got butter chicken, and that was like a yogurt, uh, for Indian yogurt.
how's it
And
compared to other curries that you had?
I've had butter chicken here, obviously where I'm at, and it kind
Mhm.
of just it tasted the same as butter chicken, but that naan was better than anything I've ever had here.
Nice.
Because I mean, look how big it was. It was heaven on earth eating that thing.
It's also kind of funny. You may not really see it, but it's if you look hard enough, you will see it in Japan. They do have a decent size Indian community over there, so you will get like actual mm, Indian curry
It's crazy.
apart from the regular Japanese curry like koko ichi and gogo curry.
Yeah, I went to Kokoichi like the first day, and God, that curry was amazing.
How high did you get the spice level? You
I
said
only
you
got two.
yeah you don't you said you don't do spicy.
No, I do spicy. I just
Ah,
didn't want to ruin my
stomach.
vacation
Gotcha.
for. So I'm like, I'd rather just play it safe.
I was about to say just you could challenge yourself with the level 20 spicy. I don't know.
I want to enjoy my vacation and my food. My friend got like 12, and
Oh,
she said like, oh, I didn't enjoy that. It just tastes like hot.
I don't think I got. The one time I went there, I got like a 4, and that was like super spicy already for me.
Yeah, 12, even 2 has like a kick to it that's like, oh, damn, that's like a normal spicy for like America.
In general, Japan doesn't really do spicy, but if you can find it, people
Eh,
either try to balance the flavor or really go all out.
Yeah, I like to find a balance between flavor and spice because like if it's just hot, it's just hot. It doesn't have a flavor besides burning.
Yeah, that's no fun for
It's not fun
anyone.
for you or the bathroom at like 4 hours later.
Eh, yeah, yeah. But yeah, let's see. Oh, you. I guess you all did you. I see you walked in a like a regular Shoten guide. Their shopping, like just the regular old school shopping areas. Where was this at?
Uh, oh, that is
Oh, there's
Nakano
Nakano
Broadway.
Broadway. There's Nakano Broadway.
Yeah,
Ah,
yep.
okay. I should have
That was the
guessed.
last day. I did that by my last day.
Okay.
So that's when I went out by myself when my friends were out doing whatever, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna go to Nakano Broadway because you recommended it to me, and just like, oh yeah, I need to go clothes shopping, and just like, yep, go there, and I did, and that's where I got the curry. That's where I got my clothes. It was really nice there.
Compared to Akiba, I mean, this is also like old school otaku
Yeah, it's like
area.
it's like it was very traditional shopping mall. Like, I didn't see any otaku stuff, but maybe that's because I didn't go very far.
Yeah, so there's like multiple levels, and most of them are taken up by Mandarake, which is the I want to say like a secondhand store mostly. Like they have secondhand doujinshi, secondhand manga, secondhand
I didn't see any of that because I just saw like a
memorabilia.
regular shopping center, like normal shopping stuff.
Yeah, you probably were in a different side of Nakano
Yeah,
Broadway.
I just got off the train and headed straight in, and I just kept walking.
Oh, you were probably in the sides, because in the on the in the center of it is a lot. Well, I mean, it's it's mainly spread out between different floors. They
Yeah, I
also
didn't go to a different floor because I didn't know.
yeah, it's a lot bigger than what you explored then. Just FYI. So lots of places to explore. And the bottom floor, I'm not sure if you've seen this picture anywhere. But on the bottom floor there's like this gigantic, I think maybe 12 scoop, 10 or 12 scoop ice cream that is at the bottom floor at Nakano Broadway, right next to like a bunch of other shops, and it's gigantic. Let me just tell you, I haven't tried it myself. I have seen people try it. So next time, next time.
Yeah.
What would you say is like your most memorable day, or at least like uh, the one the one thing that you I guess yeah, what's your best memory of this trip?
God, that's so hard to choose. But I think it was sadly Akihabara was kind of stinky in my opinion because
Mm-hmm.
I went to a bunch of stores and I had to go a bunch of stairs and they didn't have anything that I want. So it was nice, but I didn't find anything that I wanted.
Mm.
But I think God, I went to another. I think it was Sunshine City or
Sunshine
something like
City,
that.
that was in Ikebukuro.
Yes, I went there with one of my friends that I haven't seen in a while. That mall was super nice too. Um, it's really hard to choose
Okay,
because we did a bunch of stuff in a very short amount of time,
true.
but we did so much that it's just really hard to pick. And also, we didn't really experience a lot of it because we were in a rush to get everything done.
Okay.
So it's a lot of stuff. I think just everything, just like it's kind of culture shock in a way that it's
Mm.
just like it was very confusing and like trying to get everything, like trying to learn everything and like learning a new culture and stuff like that. But just like the way that they did things there was just so. I like efficiency. I like minimalism.
Uh-huh.
So like having just everything that it just
It
works.
just works.
It just works, and I just really appreciate that as like a thing. So just having things that are just so efficient and like just like the food and like probably just the food in general being so cheap and everything being so like readily available and just like so convenient was the best part of it. Just like having the convenience to do anything that I want easily and cheaply was probably just like the best thing. Like the trains and everything like that. So like there's nothing really in general that like stuck out better than the rest, but just like the entire just the efficiency of it. It's so weird that that's such like a weird old man answer, but it's like the efficiency of it like really hit for me.
No, I mean that's perfectly valid, and I agree with you 100%, because if you see the stuff around here in the States, I mean, I guess we if you don't live in some place like New York, you don't have subways or good public transport in general, which me personally, I kind of would like to have trains between cities. I don't want to drive everywhere.
Hmm.
That would be like really nice if we could ever get there, but sadly I don't think it's ever gonna happen.
Nah, they
uh
don't want to devote the money to that.
yeah, I mean, it will also be like we're also like 100 times bigger than Japan, so that might also be an issue.
Yeah, we're bigger than the entirety of Japan just by like a state.
I think Japan is like roughly the size of California, and California doesn't even have a rail system, so that's a different story though. So
Yeah.
but yeah, what I guess the other thing is service. How'd you feel that was?
I did a few taboos, so I don't know if I pissed them off, but like you know how like you're supposed to put the money in a tray. I'm so used to just handing people money in my card and stuff like
Oh
that. I
no
accidentally
no.
did it like once or twice, so they like took my card really rough. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot.
Yeah, I
But
mean it's not too bad, but yeah, I guess it's like okay, there maybe in some places they'll be used to it, but yeah, just remember put it on the tray.
yeah, I
It's
only
not
did it
that big
like
of a
once or
deal.
twice.
It's not a
Everything
big deal.
else, I did it pretty efficiently, or I just did tap to pay, which was easy enough.
Yeah.
But like what was the question again? Sorry.
I guess did you notice anything like the level of service you got between over there between here, just in general, not anything in particular?
So when I went to go clothes shopping and shoe shopping, they would like wait on me hand and knee to like, they'll like, oh, I need to go find this like size shoe, so I'm just gonna go look for it. But then they like,
Mhm.
no, sit down, shut up, and then they went to go do it for me. I'm like, what the? It was kind of weird how much they like wait on you like wait on you as like a person or as a customer.
Yeah.
Like they stand around, they like ask you, and they like make they do a lot of things for you
Mhm.
that would normally that like you usually do for yourself here, and that's so weird for me because
I
I'm so used to like doing everything myself and like being the helpful person,
yeah.
but then like doing that kind of makes them upset because they're like, oh, you don't think I could do my job? I'm like, no, I don't think that,
No,
I'm
no, no,
just
no, no,
trying to
no,
be
no, no, no,
helpful.
no. Yeah, I've never done the clothes shopping in Japan before, not like that anyway. But yeah, I've seen and heard stories from other people. It's like I'm not used to this.
Yeah,
It
they
feels so
literally like
weird.
they're like I was trying to go like do my like buy my clothes and stuff like that, and like I was just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna shove them all in a bag, so just hand me the bag and I'll just do it for you,
Mm.
do it for you know, just do it and get out of your hair. But then you're just like, no, 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 no. So they stood there folding my clothes one by one, putting the
Oh,
clothes in the bag neatly. I'm like, what the fuck is going?
oh, uh, yeah. That's just how it be. That's just how it be. This was where at
Yeah,
Uniqlo.
yeah, Uniqlo.
Uniqlo.
Yeah, Uniqlo. They like literally like hand packed my clothes for me and like folded them for me and like took off all the tags and stuff. Like, what's going on? And then when I went to a shoe store in Ikebukuro, I bought a nice pair of like Nikes and stuff. They, yeah, I was just like, oh, I need to go find a different size. Let me just put these away. They told me to sit down. They took the box, they put it back, and they found me another size. And that size didn't fit either, so I'm just like, oh, I need to go do, and they're like, nope, and then they got me another size until eventually we found the right size shoe because everything there is done in like different sizes, so I had to, you know,
Right.
figure things out. But yeah, they just kept like waiting on me hand and foot, and I was just like, I'm not used to this. I don't.
It feels awkward. It feels
It
awkward.
feels awkward. Like I feel like I need to do something. Like I'm the customer, and like you have a job to do other places, but like you don't have to like do this for me.
That was their job though. That was their job.
I know is that's their job to like do this for you, but I'm like, no, it's my job to do it. And then it's just like it hit me, and just like, no, wait, I'm not supposed to do this. So it's just like I didn't know how both good and bad we had.
I don't know. I'm okay either way to be honest. But if they're offering, I'm not gonna say no. You know?
Yeah, yeah. It's also kind of rude for them for you to just like be like, oh no, stop that. I don't need your help. Like you know,
Right.
just like
Right.
telling them they're doing a bad job and like I could do this better than you. Like no, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think that's like we're just used to, it's just different here. It's just different.
Yeah, it's very I won't say self-sufficient. It's more self-sufficient over there, but like it's more self-service, you know?
Self-service.
We have like you know how like at the self-checkout line?
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
we have.
yeah.
That's us. They don't want to hire anybody to do this stuff anymore, so they just have a self-checkout line here. That's what we are. We're the self-checkout line there.
Oh yeah.
They're the cashiers that are doing the job for you and stuff like that, and they're like paid to do it. They're not paid well, but they're paid to do it still. They still have a job.
Yeah,
And like
speaking of, also have like jobs for every little thing that you don't think needs to have a position, but they do it because they need jobs.
yeah,
They need jobs.
there's yeah. So even like the most menial position still has meaning and stuff like there.
Yeah, but even with that most menial position, they do it like 110%, which is the crazy
Yeah.
part.
Yeah, their work culture is crazy.
But well, I guess also I know I kind of poked fun of you at you on this one. You didn't go to the bath situation, I guess.
I didn't go to a bathhouse now.
You didn't go to a bathhouse, but you tried the bath in the hotel, I'm
Yeah.
assuming?
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
Like you actually soaked in there?
Yeah.
I mean, like how was that? It was like
I don't have a bathtub at home, so it was the
okay.
most relaxing thing I've ever had in my life.
It's very nice. It's very nice.
I don't have bathtubs where I'm at, so it's just like having the ability to like, you know,
Soak.
in just in general too, like the shower,
Mm.
like being able to like sit down and just like take things as your own pace and like not have to like stand around and like faff about or whatever
Mm-hmm.
for a while and just like turn off the water and just like still have, you know, hot water and everything. It's crazy because just like we had like the stool and we had the bucket and stuff like that. I've just, you know, cleaned myself and then I just took things slowly at whatever pace I wanted, and it just like it was more relaxing than having to stand up in a shower,
It
constantly
is.
having to do something.
It is. If you ever get a chance to go to a bathhouse, I highly recommend that experience. It doesn't have to be like a ryokan or anything like that with the onsen, or it doesn't even have to be like a real onsen. Just a neighborhood bathhouse. To be honest, try it. Get naked in front of other people. Get used to
Get
it.
freaking in front of old men.
And get naked in front of the yakuza also, because
Oh yeah,
the yakuza do also use those bathhouses. But it's fine. It's fine. It's a totally different experience. Let me just tell you. So
eventually, but I have to go back, and that's
you have to
another
go back,
expensive trip.
but it'll be worth it the next time. At least next time you go there, you'll have a better idea how to get around, and hopefully more than just Tokyo, because there's a lot of places
Yeah,
outside Tokyo to
shame what
explore.
happened to Kyoto because people don't know how to control themselves.
Kyoto is, well, I mean, I get it. On the other hand, I mean, I did go to Kyoto at one point when it wasn't so crowded and it wasn't so crazy, I guess. Um, I'm not sure if I would recommend anyone going there these days, but you can still find places, I feel like, even though it's the way it is right now. Um, but I would say go off on the beaten path, go off the regular route. Part of the regular route is fine, but yeah, try other places outside of Tokyo. It's gonna be a very different experience. I will tell you that. Oh, it's very different.
Yeah, I always wanted to go to like Osaka. I wanted to go to Sapporo. I wanted to go to Kyoto. I want to go a bunch of places in Japan, but just like, you know, easy peasy for the first one. Just like
Hmm. Make it
just
easy.
because, yeah, because Tokyo itself, it's huge
It's
already.
gigantic. It's gigantic. There's a lot of places to explore in Tokyo. Um,
And we didn't even get to go to all of them.
yeah. What places would you want to hit up next time you go there?
Uh,
Like
there
what did you
was
miss out this time that you wish you had gone to?
um I wanted to go explore more of Yokohama. I didn't get to explore a lot of Yokohama.
Yokohama's pretty big. Yokohama's actually a separate city.
Yeah, it's like that's separately to Tokyo, but like it's like I didn't get to explore a lot of it. I wanted to. There was like the Cup Noodle Museum there. There's
Ooh, that was actually pretty interesting.
yeah, there's obviously there's not the Gundam anymore, but they had
No.
Chinatown.
Yep,
They have
Chinatown.
because a lot of Yokohama was the westernized place. Like that's where like Europe and America first landed and started westernizing Japan in. So they have like the red brick warehouse and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's also like a port city. Although I don't exactly know where the shipping area is in Yokohama, but most of the stuff in Yokohama is either centered around that gigantic Ferris wheel,
Yeah,
which is kind
it,
of near the Cup Noodle Museum, and
it's
Chinatown
right there.
itself.
Yeah,
Yeah, and Chinatown itself. I haven't really explored a lot of Yokohama, but those are the two main places most people go to anyway.
yeah. We didn't go to the castle. We didn't go to any parks in Tokyo. So like
Were there any castles around Tokyo?
There is the Imperial Palace.
Oh, there's that. Yeah, true.
Didn't get to go to that because I think it was closed when we went there too.
It does. I don't know if it how often it opens. I mean, they have the garden around the Imperial Palace. I've never been to
I think that was
myself.
closed too.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of irregular as far as I
Yeah,
know.
so we didn't get to go there. I didn't go again. I didn't get to go to any of the different shrines there. I really wanted to go. My friend managed to go. I didn't get to
Oh,
go.
you didn't get to go to Asakusa.
Nah.
That one's actually pretty good. Despite okay, it's Asakusa is usually crowded anyway, but it's still a nice place to visit, regardless.
Mm,
Yeah, I mean it's nothing fancy like let's say Inari Shrine with all the torii gates and whatnot. There is one place in around Tokyo somewhere that has a torii gate thing, a much smaller scale. But I don't remember where it is to be honest. But Asakusa is nice. Asakusa is nice to just roam around. And if you don't roam around in the temple, there's also the what do you call it? The shopping areas around Asakusa. Those are good to explore. And
mm,
if you haven't had takoyaki, probably one of the easier places to access takoyaki at. Not
yeah.
takoyaki, taiyaki.
Taiyaki. Oh yeah.
The fish thingy, the fish
Yeah.
pastry.
There's the Dome City.
What is the Dome
That
City?
it's just like a big dome that's like basically like a self-sustaining thing in Tokyo. It's weird. It's like a stadium.
Okay,
And there's also a hotel there, and there's also a garden next to it. I'm like, oh, I want to go there.
that sounds nice.
Yeah. God, there's just a lot of things. I think there's the zoo. There's a zoo in
Oh, Ueno Zoo.
yeah,
Ueno Zoo.
which is next to the Tokyo National Museum,
Mm.
and I want to go there. Again, there's just a lot of things in Tokyo that we just missed because we did not have enough time.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you get a chance again to go in the future.
Yeah, I hope so too.
And
Like
hopefully
it
for
was.
a little bit longer than that you went this time, because I feel like
Yeah, the only reason why
it
we
was short.
couldn't is because my friends had to go back to school
Ah,
and
all right, spring
do
break.
like go back to work and stuff like that. So like I work from home, so I could have stayed whatever, but like it was like they have stuff to do, so I can't make them stay, and
Gotcha.
I don't have the money to stay on my own. So like, it was yeah.
I'm not sure if you heard, they do have a digital nomad thing, but I think there's like requirements for that. So
Mm,
I'm not if you are able to work from home, I would like check the requirements for that and see if you qualify. And I think you can stay for up to 6 months.
that's crazy.
Yeah, up to 6 months. You just have to find like a place to stay, but there should be like I think you can like do share houses or something short term. So, but if you want a private place for yourself, that may have to find a different arrangement.
Mm,
But yeah, check that out if that's something that interests you, and if you want to stay there for a little bit longer, just to experience a little bit more stuff. All right. I think that does about it, unless you have anything else you want to add as far as the
no,
trip is
we went
concerned.
over the entire trip actually.
Okay, all right. And we're pretty much at 2 hours right now. So
Yep.
if anyone in chat has something they want to ask Hero about the trip, let me just double check. Let me just double check. I think most people have chimed in as we went, and we tried to answer some of the stuff as we've gone. But yeah, if you have anything in particular, what would you do differently on your next trip?
Stay longer.
Stay longer, always.
Yeah, mostly just stay longer.
I would recommend at least 2 weeks, maybe up to 2 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks
2 or
is
3
like an
weeks.
ideal time.
Yeah.
A month is a very long time to dedicate to a single place, and eventually you'll run out. So 2, 3 weeks, 3.5 maybe at most.
I wouldn't do like 3 weeks in Tokyo, to be honest. If you do 3 weeks, like split it between
You have to go other places.
other places.
Too.
Yeah,
Like,
other places.
yeah, like 1 week or like a week and a half somewhere, and then a week and like the rest of the week somewhere else.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
No, I was done.
Yeah.
There's just a lot to do. So whatever you have planned, just be prepared to not be able to do any of it.
I mean, don't when you plan for Japan, plan ahead of time. Have a few things each day that you want to do,
Yeah, have an
but
itinerary.
be flexible also,
Yeah, do
because
things outside the schedule.
depending on how much depending on what the weather is, that'll affect things. Also, depending on how much you stay in one place, that'll also affect things. And also, are you gonna get sick? How tired are your legs? Hero's legs got very tired apparently.
Well, that's because I didn't have really good shoes, and then I bought new shoes. So buy shoes when you're there.
Oh,
They know what they are doing when it comes to their shoes because it's made for walking.
right. The other thing is, if you don't buy shoes over there, make sure to bring walking shoes, not fashion shoes,
Yep.
because you'll be doing a lot of walking, at least 10 to 15,000 steps a day, possibly more. And if you hike at all, there are a couple of hiking places near Tokyo that aren't really necessarily strenuous hikes. There's like an easy touristy hike, Mount Takao, which is where a lot of people go, and you can see like a lot of Tokyo from the very top over there. And you don't even have to hike there. You can like take the cable car, and it's like easy slopes going up. If you want a more naturey hike close to Tokyo, there is Mount Mitake, and a little bit of research needs to be taken for that one as far as how to get there. But it's really just take a bus after the train station, and then there's a cable car going up, and then just walk at your own pace. But round trip there is probably about 4 or 5 hours on the trail. Meanwhile, Mount Takao is probably about 3 hours round trip. But those are nice naturey places near Tokyo. Bring waterproof shoes. Would you agree with this?
Yes, or buy them again.
Buy them. How badly did it rain when you went? Was it like a light shower, heavy rain?
There was one day that was really bad, but most of the time it was just drizzle to light rain.
Yeah. So two things you can do with that: either bring waterproof jacket and I guess pants if you have them ahead of time,
Hmm.
or do what everyone else does: go to a conveni and buy the clear plastic umbrellas that
I was gonna bring one home, but it was too big.
you can do the conveni umbrellas and then donate the umbrella to wherever you're staying afterwards, because you're probably not going to bring that back with you. Or
Yeah,
if the place has umbrellas that you're staying at, which they usually do,
yeah,
you
they
can
have
also
like rentals
you can
where I
also use
was.
that. Yeah, rentals in quotations because they don't charge you for it.
Yeah, they just kind of take them and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. So, and as weird as it sounds, the transparent umbrellas, those are actually really helpful because you can see through them.
Yeah, you can see through them, and you can. It generally helps you getting places because just like you can, even if it's raining hard, you can still see where you're going instead of just like pressing the umbrellas ahead and bumping into everyone.
True, true. Um, yeah, probably recommend the umbrellas over the waterproof jackets. Just
Pants
because
for maybe, yeah, pants for sure though.
pants for sure would be helpful, especially I don't know. The rain is, I wouldn't say the rain is unpredictable, but I guess in spring it rains more.
Yeah, it rained a lot.
And I guess, well, the one time I went there, it a hurricane came, but you can't really predict hurricane. Not
You
hurricane,
can't predict. You can't.
typhoon.
Yeah, you can't
Typhoon.
predict
You can't
that
predict them.
either.
Workmen to get what? Workmen to get waterproof pants? What's a workman? Oh, workman's a shop. A shop.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Yeah, waterproof pants would probably be helpful if you find it raining around there. It just helps not get wet pants. If you're the type to wear denim pants all the time like I do,
yeah.
probably would take a little while to dry.
Save money just to get necessities when you're there, and just pack light. You don't need like all your clothes from home. You can buy stuff there.
True. Another thing is if you pack for Japan, and you don't plan to buy any clothes over there, 1 week of clothes is probably all you really need because you can do laundry there. If you don't have a laundry place in the place you're staying, there are laundromats around pretty much anywhere, most neighborhoods actually. Just Google it, look for a laundry spot, bring your clothes there, and the laundromats are actually pretty good compared to the hotel laundries in general. Bigger sizes, gigantic size. I'll show you some pictures after the stream, Hero, so that you know.
Yeah.
But make sure you have coins. If you do not have coins, I don't remember if they have
They
coin
probably have change
changers.
machines.
Oh, one huge thing for the laundromats. I don't know if people know this. In most laundromats in the U.S., you have to bring your own soap, right? Your own detergent.
I never had to go to a public laundromat.
Okay, well, just FYI, most places in the US, if you go to a public laundromat, you have to bring your own soap or buy the soap over there, and it's super expensive. In Japan, though, you do not have to do any of that. The soap is built into the washer.
That's crazy.
I know, and you don't have to pay extra for it. So yes, just make sure you have a healthy amount of 100 yen coins before you do that. I don't know if they take 500, but generally 100 yen coins will get you pretty far. And if you have your Suica and Pasmo cards from a previous trip, you can keep those and use it for next time.
Oh, not the Pasmo.
Not the
ones that
Pasmo?
yeah, the visitor Pasmo, it expires in like 30
Okay.
days.
Okay, I've been using the
But if
same.
you get like a regular if you use a Suica card,
Yeah.
they last like 5 years.
10 years actually.
10 years.
10 years.
Yeah, so if you have a Suica card, yeah, but Suica cards are very rare if you
Yeah.
go there now.
So, well, 10 years if you well, they last for 10 years if you haven't used them for 10 years. If you haven't used them for 10 years, then they expire. But if you charge them and use them before the 10 years is up, then the timer resets. I've been using the same Suica card since 2015.
Yeah, if you have a
So-
Suica card, you can do that. Don't get like the visitor Pasmo that expires in
Yeah,
a month.
don't get the visitor ones. Even if you're just going there one time, try to find a regular Pasmo or Suica, or if you're going outside of Tokyo, there are local IC cards. Like I think Kitaka is the one in the Osaka / Kyoto area. You can get that too. You can use that pretty much anywhere, and yeah, you basically just take that all around Japan. They didn't used to be exchangeable at one point, but I think 2017, 2019, especially 2019, the local cards were able to be used nationwide, which is really good. So you can use cards from any other region if you have them. So there's a tip for that. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for talking with me, Hero.
Oh yeah.
And I'm glad you enjoy your trip. So it's just nice trying to get people on here to talk about their trips to get their first impressions. Because
Yeah.
my first trip was like a very long time ago, and I want to. It's partly also me wanting to get a fresh perspective from someone and see how they see how they feel. But yeah, I'm glad things were pretty good for you overall. That first trip is always kind of confusing.
Yeah.
So hopefully you'll be prepared next time. And if anyone has any questions for certain things for trips and stuff like that, you can comment in the video after the stream is over, and then I'll try to answer them. And is there any one particular tip for anyone that you want to give before we head out for today?
Do your stretches, buy walking shoes.
Stretches and walking shoes, both very good. Very good. Okay. Also, before we head out, do you have any announcements before we go?
I'm just gonna be returning to streaming next week, which
Okay.
is because I've had COVID, so now I'm fine, so I get to stream again.
All right. Well, I'm glad you recovered, and hopefully you don't get COVID anytime soon again.
I hope I never get it again.
Yep.
It was just a really bad cold that I don't want to deal with it again.
Yeah. Did you lose your sense of taste?
No, I didn't actually, which is really weird. People
Well,
always say about that.
It affects a lot of people. But if you didn't, that's great. That means you can taste more stuff next time. Because sometimes it's semi-permanent, which is kind of bad.
Oof.
Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna do it for us today. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next time, sometime.
Hell yeah.
All
Good
right.
night.
Good night, everyone. Bye bye.